you go.
What the fuck is up, guy? I'm just so sad right now. I'm just
Are you?
sad boy right now. It's me, Brian.
You're in a bit of a Gru kind of mood, aren't you? Aren't you, boy?
Yeah, yeah, and you're Dan.
I
And
am.
guys, life, guys. Let's fucking get tuned in, bro. I was scrolling on TikTok and I got immediately angry and turned it off. So my screen time is very low today, and this is what pissed me off. And this is good because people might be coming from the brand new day episode, so they're going to be in a Marvel mood. Here's a fucking Marvel thing to talk about. Everyone is discussing this fan casting for Cyclops, and it's Cooper Hoffman from Saturday Night. It's the fucking guy who yells at Lorne Michaels in the stairway.
Oh
Forgot his
yeah.
name. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. And everyone's saying he should be Cyclops. And listen, I think if he got buff as shit, they gave him a nice old wig, he could be a good Cyclops. Like if losing weight like slims his face out. But here's the defense on why, if you disagree, you're wrong on an opinionated thing. So fan casts, every fucking fan cast I've seen in my entire life has been people who are like, this actor looks like the character. Does that make sense? That's what fan casts are, right? Or am I gay? That's what they are,
That's what they've always been, at least to me.
right? So all of a sudden, the everyone's like, if you don't like Cooper Hoffman as or I almost said Magneto as Cyclops, you're a jackass, and here's why: because this is genuinely the defense. They're turning it into you can only have one, a good-looking actor or a good actor, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. They're like, what's the problem? Would you prefer a bad actor? It's like, no, we can have both. I feel like it's happened a lot. Isn't that like why Iron Man is such a good fucking casting? Is like, oh, he acts like him and he looks like him. It's like, why are we suddenly drawing the line at like, oh, if you don't like an actor that doesn't really look like Cyclops to play Cyclops, you're prioritizing the wrong things. It's like, no, I'm not. What? What?
And
What?
and
Am I on acid?
even if you were, literally, what is the problem with that? Like, who cares? You're not
Right?
in charge of casting the next Cyclops.
Yeah, I think it's because he actually did get cast as like the new Cyclops or whatever, but that's like a rumor. That's not like confirmed. And
Tubby
and so
Cyclops.
people are defending it just because they like the actor, but it's like, dude, I like the actor, but I also like the characters to look like. You remember what he looks like in the Saturday Night movie in
Yeah.
The Long Walk? Is that Cyclops?
In
Let's be
my
adults here.
in my head, it does not click. I don't know. Well, because that was
Yeah.
what I was gonna ask you next. Is what started people saying that he would be? Was it just a rumor that he got hired? Because it's a really silly rumor to start. I feel.
I think so. Like I think it started with that. I don't know. I was like kind of late to the discussion a little bit. But I think the rumor came first, and then everyone was like, "Oh, you know what? Everyone goes off of when it comes to fan cast. Fuck that. You're wrong, and you're an idiot and gay." I'm being fucking consistent. You can call me many things, but inconsistent is not always one of them. But I have my moments.
Everybody does.
But it
So
just pisses me off, man.
I mean,
So that made me turn off TikTok.
that is probably. I can definitely see where you're coming from.
I have so many of these lined up because I never forget them. I'm like the Grudge. I never forgive and I never forget, motherfucker. Like, there was another one I saw where, okay, for background, the symbiote, this is gonna be so fucking nerdy and you won't really care about it, but the symbiote in the 80s comics, when he first showed up, the five abilities were pretty much the ability to shapeshift. You could put the wallet and your camera in the suit. What was the other one? It was like I forgot the other. There was one where it was like fuck. Now I feel like a jack. Oh, it'll make you swing while you're asleep. That's the main point. But I saw a post. Like I saw there was a comic where they explain all five abilities. The main one is that he makes Peter swing while he's asleep because it just feels like it. And that that's dead. That's not how it works anymore, and it hasn't worked like that since the fucking animated series in the '90s. Because that show changed a lot of shit. Uncle Ben didn't say the great power quote initially. The show made that a thing.
Mm.
it was just the narrator in the comic. And so anyway, all of a sudden, all of these people are getting called LARPers for being like, oh, the symbiote makes you angry, which has been true in fucking everything for the past 30 years. It's been true. That's how it's worked. Whether or not that's how it worked originally, the way it's been characterized, like, okay, maybe if someone doesn't know that, like how it worked originally, then sure, call them a LARPer for not knowing a comic that's 40 fucking years old. I don't care if it's iconic. Who cares? Um, I can understand that, but because I knew that, and honestly, I always preferred the idea of the sleep swinging. I think both could be added together, and it would be pretty tight, and it would work fairly well because if you're tired as fuck, you're irritable, so it meshes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and yeah, it just bothers me that you're a LARPer for not understanding the symbiote in the way that it hasn't been understood for 30 plus years. And there are comics where he has the black suit and he gets angry too. Although, he did bring up a good point because some of those comics where he's angry with the symbiote, this is why comics are so stupid. It's confusing for no reason. Black Cat in the 80s gave him a cloth suit. That was the black suit because she thought it was hot. And so in some of those comics where Spider-Man is angry with the black suit, it's not actually the symbiote. But still, like, he wears the cloth suit, I guess, to get aura, and he fucking feels it, and he spazzes out. It's like, I don't know. Fucking, these comics are stupid. They're written on people on acid in the fucking 60s. Who cares about anything? I don't care about anything. I'm so renegade. I still see the shadows in my room.
Dude,
Yeah. So.
beautiful finish on that thought there. I mean,
Yeah.
if really if anybody ever wants to get picky about comic details, at the end of the day, we're talking about a guy who calls himself Spider-Man and then wears a red and blue suit for some reason. Had that? Is there a reason for that? By the way, I feel like if anybody would know, it would be you.
Um,
Initial.
the
Well,
canonical reason
okay, yeah.
is he stole it from a garbage can behind his school. The different reason is because they tried orange and purple first, and they were like, "This is ass." Then they just switched it. And mind you, originally, because this is another gay thing people argue about, the suit wasn't red and blue in the first comic. The blue was the highlight. You couldn't really do like white highlights and shit on those printers back then, so the highlights were blue, and that usually helped like show time of day or whatever as well, like that sort of thing. But that's another dumb thing people argue about. But pretty much just though they're nice colors to look at.
I think they are too. It was just interesting. It was just interesting that initially designing a spider themed superhero that the first colors that they didn't go with were just like black and red. I feel like that would have been such a no brainer. But I understand, I mean, well, Superman says this in a Supergirl because Supergirl in the new Supergirl movie, the one that I and somebody else watched, that was about it. Um, Henry Cavill, not Henry Cavill, the guy who's new Henry Cavill, David Cornsweaty. He hands this new lady, um, he made her a super suit, and she's like, "This looks retarded," and he was like, "No, it's cool. It's because if it's colorful, then they'll know that we're the good guys." And she was like, "Word." But well, she didn't say that. She was like, "That's stupid," but I was like, "Word, that makes sense."
She was probably she didn't know English, right? So was she like bleep, blah, blah, bleep, bleep, bleep,
She
bleep.
was like, and he was like, "Oh, um, it was really funny. He just started speaking louder, and then he was like, "Wait, that won't work." And then he just stopped speaking. He was just like, "That's home. Let's go there. I'll show you some VHS tapes. Help you learn
Oh.
English." That's about it. It's pretty. Go not.
Did he show him? Uh, I don't know, just a red letter media VHS. What's like a good one? I don't know.
Um,
Nord. What's that movie? Norbit.
Norbit. uh, I can only remember the one where they blow up the gophers. That one's a pretty good one. Gopher genocide. What is that one called? Do you know which one I'm talking
Attack of
about?
the Killer Genocides. Attack of the Killer Robot is
Attack of the Killer Robot.
yeah. Attack of the Killer Robot species and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We're starting off strong. Yeah, we're starting off strong right now.
Yeah, dude.
This is how
Oh,
we're.
it's
This is how we ended the last
no. I
episode.
don't
We
know
just
what
started
happened.
saying franchises for like 20
I
minutes. So
I listened to it. I went back and listened to it. I was like, this is good. I like this. And so I've been ruminating on it because we recorded the last episode on Monday. Like we didn't wait a week between, so I
No,
just
there's been a day between. We have nothing else. I mean, I have a couple things. We have a couple things to talk about, but I don't know how long we're going to be able to stretch this out for, unless we can start naming
oh
things
come on,
again. You know, that's how we
we
want
can
to.
stretch this one out.
Yeah, I think we can. I mean, you have you been on the internet as of late? Because I don't have too much internet news, but I have a couple pieces that I think you might find interesting. They're topical, not to us, but to things that we like. So, I feel like they're
I have something. I'm
okay.
sure I could find more, but I have something.
Okay. Well, what is the thing that you have? Because I wanna see what you've been hearing about lately first.
Well, this one's lame as fuck. At any point I've been on the internet, I've just been seeing the lamest shit. And it's Barstool Sports, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know any of these guys, but apparently the chief of staff, but he's really just the pizza guy's assistant, Dave. Uh, his assistant Austin apparently like fucked a chick, and that's like a huge deal, I think. But he's just like a general asshole, and everyone's just calling him, being like, "Did you fuck the chick?" And he's like, "No comment." And everyone's like actually mad at him. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that what Barstool is? Aren't I? Do they think they're like doing actual business or nothing? Like I don't know. No hate to them, but the part of the point of their business is that like they're a college frat house in an office. Isn't
Yeah.
that the whole point? Am I gay?
I was agreeing with you. Like I know what that even is. I've never heard of this before.
It, fuck them.
That's good. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Coming off swinging, dude. Fuck Barcelona, dude.
You hear
Fuck.
about you hear you hear about Canadian, by the way. You hear about what happened with Ding Dong and Julian. Heard about what's going on with that,
Oh,
dude. That shit
yeah. I can't
sucks.
believe we didn't bring that up
Oh
last
yeah,
episode.
I heard about it and then I looked into it. And I was just like, it's just breaking my heart. All my childhood heroes are falling. Not all of them, but it's just weird. It's like why these aren't even like this isn't even like a crash out that makes sense. This is just
Yeah,
like when your kid just starts crying in the middle of Walmart for no fucking reason. It's like what is happening? Why did you decide to
they're
start doing
having
this?
they're having a legit like mental breakdown. Like this is how I explain it to my friends, and it sounds harsh, but it's like they either need to be on medication or they're not on their medication. Or wait, no, that's the same thing. They either need to be on medication or they're taking too much medication. Like
Hmm.
they're just freaking out. And what bothers me so much about it is like there really is no self. Like it sounds like when you're spazzing the fuck out and you're like fucking not you, just like anyone. Fucking oh,
Oh,
dude, 7 months ago you fucking yeah, of course. 7 months ago you fucking like didn't want to hang out with me, and it's like it's fucked up, and you did that intentionally to fuck with me, and it's like yo, what the fuck? So, like what? It's like you brought up something, and that means you were exposing me, and it was actually malicious.
it's
They've been
making.
ruminating on that.
I was gonna say because it's like really the most like they're like Chris chanting it up to like a crazy degree. Like Ding Dong was like you made a sexual comment when like a ball was going in the bell end of like a tuba and like marble it up or something like that. And then Ding Dong was immediately like that's because I have a tuba fetish. It's like nobody knew that. But now we all know because it's like that had absolutely not a single thing to do with you. I don't know who showed you that in what context, but I don't know how you that was impressive how he made it about himself. It was just all these points. It just feels like it's either he's making it about himself or he's making it about something that's completely unrelated. Like Zach's like bit where he just like uh he just labels all of his ailments. He's just like that's definitely like a Nazi dog whistle, and it's like I don't get it. I don't understand. It's like I don't understand where this perception of just hostility and hate is coming from because I've never thought that was. I feel like that's universally understood as not what's happening, which is really the perplexing
Yeah,
part.
and like the whole tuba thing, it's like he went into a tuba which has a horn on it, and he said, "I'm horny, horn, horny."
I didn't even get
I
that.
would have fucking made that joke. I could have made that joke, dude.
That's pretty.
Like
That's a pretty good one actually.
it's ridiculous. And they've done this before with Game Grumps, and I'll admit, I still am kind of on their side with the whole Game Grumps thing
Yeah, the what is
because,
it? The Dream Daddy shit.
yeah, and like the Game Grumps fans doxing them or whatever and outing them to their family
Mm.
or whatever. But now, and I'm aware there's an overlap with the two fan bases, but now it's like, oh, that's actually Oni Play's fans' fault. That's Oni Play's fault. It used to be Game Grumps' fault in fucking 2017, but now it's Oni Play's fault. It's like, so what the fuck? What the heck? What the heck? What? Am I gay? Well, I know who's gay.
Oh yeah, I know two people who are gay, and neither of them are on this podcast right now. So,
God, dude.
God, we're really starting
Good.
off 15 minutes in. Let's quit. What would we do?
No,
What would we?
well, this is already a perfect episode.
Is this really?
This is already,
I'm
we
very
could
glad
turn
we.
this off and people would be like, this is a great episode.
They be.
You know? It's already good.
They'd be like, this is the perfect introductory.
Yeah, dude. And I'm gonna clip the shit out of this because it's like all about topical. Well, some of it's topical. And I'll be like, their take on Ding Dong. And since we agree with the masses, everyone's gonna be like, yup, yup, yup. And we're gonna get 20 likes.
That's gonna be pretty nice. Can I be honest with you? I haven't watched, not because they're not funny or I'm worried about them not being funny, but I haven't watched a single clip. I don't watch the clips. I'm too scared
You
to.
don't have to.
Are
You
they
don't have to.
funny?
Uh, some of them. I mean,
I mean,
well,
no.
they no, They are funny, but I can understand it being sent to the wrong people because one of the newest clip is just like a 15-second one. I like how we're explaining the past episode, but this is anecdotal for the grander discussion. The newest clip is when I'm like, I love all Indians, but some of them can be stinkers. Not like that though. And that's a clip.
That is a
That's
clip.
a clip, brother.
That's
One
really
like.
sweet. That's bold. I like that. That's bold. And that one person is also bold.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
titled it Brian Makes a Mistake. Thought that was good. It's like half the fucking titles, I think. But
There is something wrong with Brian. Two dots.
Brian needs to be fixed with lobotomy. Yeah.
Have you seen? Have you seen? There's been something that's been going around. I was wondering if you've seen it. I forget what that guy's name is. He's like an actor. Seems like Elliot or like Hamlet or something. Anyways, this actor, he's been in like 3 or 4 things. He posted, or he didn't post a video. He had a TikTok live stream yesterday where he was just covered like from head to toe and just like slits like all over his body, and he was cutting himself on live stream. And there's a caption, and it says, "If you or a loved one are having depressive episodes or suicidal thoughts, call 1-800-Dominoes." And it was just him cutting himself. Um,
That was
and
his caption, or did
no,
Instagram put that?
no, that was his caption. That was what he
Oh,
put
okay.
on while put on screen, or at least maybe I saw an image with that caption on screen, and because it's the only image I saw, I'm just assuming that was in the original video. But I don't know. It's being reposted a bunch of times. I haven't seen the video yet. I've just seen the wounds just to verify that I was like, this is a very, because I see the thumbnail of the video on like rec forums and shit, and or like rec threads and shit, and they're just like, it's just very blurry, so it just looks like a red guy, and then you zoom in and I'm like, oh, it's not a red guy, it's a guy who used to not be red. Don't know why he did that. Can't really think of any reason why he would do that, and I don't think anybody else has either. I'm intrigued to see what the after photos are gonna look like, because it's not like that would have. I don't think that would have killed him. But he's under treatment, so I don't think that will. But how are the scars off that gonna look? Because they were, when I say head to toe, I mean he got everything. Like, he got it good, dude. It's it was
Good.
yeah, he got it good, dude. It was a an autist would be impressed, like at the parallelity of these lines. I don't know what else you wanted to say. This is not a cruel thing. This guy did this to himself. This isn't a tragedy. This is I'm just telling you what I saw today. He did a good
That's
job.
okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. You're right. Jesus Christ, dude.
What? That's what we're talking about. I'm painting a picture.
That's
Painting a
what.
picture.
problem, I'm not laughing at what you say, but I'm laughing at the like. There's 7 fucking things I'm laughing about with this situation right now, and he's not one of them. Holy shit, dude! Damn, dude. Fuck. Yikes, bro. That's fucked up, dude. That's not cool. Fuck that
Wow.
guy. Fuck that. Fuck. You know what? Yeah, actually, fuck him for traumatizing a shitload of people. That is actually fucked up.
I think some
You know
there's
what?
probably probably a couple 2-year-olds watching that stream. They probably never gonna be the same again. Never.
Yeah, but yeah, true. But at that point, you also now you got to bring the parents into the equation. And now we got to talk about Instagram because they allow non-adults to be on the app, and what's 50% of the fucking app? Porn ads.
Ass.
That's weird.
Ass and
Ass, titties.
fucking tits and dude.
I forgot when this was, but it was some shit. It was like a whole meme on Instagram, like maybe a year ago. It was like the September 26th, 2025 incident. And I was on Instagram when it happened. And it was your fucking algorithm was literally porn. Genuinely it just a bunch of OnlyFans chicks doing shit like they'll be like, yeah, I'm just sitting in my house, and there'll be a mirror, and her fucking ass
Yeah.
is out. She's like spreading it, like that type of shit. And it's like, yo, dude, and everyone saw it, dude. Like, I don't know if I had the date right, but everyone was there. Or I think it was December. It was like December 26th. Yeah, that sounds right. I think it was the day after Christmas. It was just straight up porn on Instagram. It was insane.
It's one hell of a present. That was probably somebody's first. How many? Realistically, how many kids do you think wrote to Santa and they were like, dude, everybody at
Let me get
school,
an iPhone.
everybody's seen tits at school. Just give me one easy look. It's one easy look, Santa. And then they opened up Instagram that day, and what did they see? They saw not that, but they saw something that they didn't need to look up.
Dude.
Beautiful moment.
And there's another layer of it because you know what? There was Santa giving gifts, but Satan was giving gifts too. It was mad gore as well. It would be titties and gore. I forgot about that part. Everyone saw, like, this was a common one. Apparently, everyone saw it. Like, it would be a video of gore, and everyone would be like, "Yo, did you see that other one?" And yeah, I did see that other one. Like, people would be referencing other gore videos on gore video. Mind you,
My God.
I didn't that wasn't my feed. It just hit everybody with that out of nowhere. Like, that's not normally my feed. My feed is normally like bullshit. Yeah, go ahead. Listen to your music.
I just wanted to put a screensaver on the TV next to me. I'm terribly sorry. Don't know what else to say.
But I saw, this is one of the videos I saw and like everyone else saw. Indian dude smacking an elephant with like a weed got stepped on. Effort, like, folded, but like his stomach was outward from under the foot, but
Ooh.
his head and his legs were under. It was fucking wild. And it would be a video of titties, and it would be like, yo, did y'all see the elephant video? Dude, it was bad. It was bad. Very, very naughty. No penises though. So like,
Really?
I don't know if I should be mad about it being sexist or like I don't know who to be mad at because it's not like dudes are the ones posting their dick pics on. Well, maybe they are, but it doesn't get accepted. But I don't know. I don't know who to get mad at for that one. I didn't want to see penises, but it's like, why only let a gay guy get something?
Yeah, I'm
Not
sure
me, but
everybody that day was treasure hunting, and the variety of treasure should be greater. You know, not all lands except gold is currency.
exactly. Let me get some rubies. Let me get some
Mm-hmm.
emeralds. Let me get some diamonds. But you know what? I actually would have taken the dick video because you know what I'm doing? Sending it to my boys immediately.
yeah.
Like, yo, check this out.
Check out my cock.
So yeah, that would
Nice
be
big cock.
just like, yo, dude, look at this guy doing a funny dance, and he's like, and his dick's out. It's just a hard dick. It's like, yo, check this guy out. He does a funny dance. Or like, check out this comic book tape. That's so interesting. Then they just wouldn't click on it. And they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's awesome. Just sending your friends gay porn. It's cool. It's a very cool thing
I
to
might
do.
get on that. The problem is you have to see it. That's the only issue. if I didn't have to look at gay porn to send gay porn to my friends, I would do it every day. But it's just like, dude, that shit. Ooh, like I
Well,
recoil.
there's our next website idea. Is sendmyfriendsgayporn.com. You you whip up a link, you
Yeah.
drag and drop an image and a title in, so the link looks like you're sending a like, dude, look, I got in like this meme compilation. I'm in the middle of it. My comment is, you send it to them and they click on it. It's gay porn. Gets the links you to a random gay porn video. The site will find one for you. It's a pretty good website.
It would be pretty funny if you did just like not do a secret link or whatever. It was just straight up gay porn and they still clicked on it. It's like, what is this? Busty, or no, not busty, but like hairy twink rails guy under table? What is that?
How
What
how
does that mean? Pink.
how would you personally tackle? You're given all the resources and assets you need. You need to get somebody who is they're confidently, they're like, I don't even need to see dick. It's against my religion. What are you gonna do to get them to see gay porn? They have you. The only rule is you have to get them to willingly walk in on the situation and intentionally see gay porn. Like, you could produce the most crazy shit ever. You could do whatever. You got to be creative about it. This guy is hard. He's not going to watch gay porn, and you have to get him hard on gay porn. So that's the name of the challenge.
I
Yeah.
would just go Black Mirror with it. Just be like, I'll fucking kill your family if you don't jerk
If
off
you don't
right
jerk
now.
off and watch gay porn, for me,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good
Oh,
solution.
goddamn, dude. This is actually a good start.
It's a
Maybe
very good
maybe we
start.
should get fired up at the beginning and not wait now because this is fire.
I like this.
But yeah, total Black Mirror or because I would I would slowly over the course of time put more and more estrogen in his food and just take the gamble and hope it works. I would wait 10 years of doing it and like do it for 10 years because I'm not gonna hit him with a year of estrogen and just be like, check out gay porn because that might be too early. I'm gonna be too late. And well, there's not a too late, but I'm gonna be too late and be like, yo, and he's gonna be like, I'm already on that, bro. I'm already on. I've seen it, and then he'll be like, I can't get a boner because I've already jerked off to it. Jerk off to it once, boner, you can't get one again to it.
It's a very
That's what he's gonna hit me with.
it's a very interesting take.
I think about this.
I think I would probably, if I really had to get a guy to watch gay porn, I probably would. I probably would go the extra route. I'm thinking multi, probably going to take a good like 20 25 years. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him married. I'm going to get him to have a son, and then when the son's 22, living in San Francisco, I'm going to hire another guy to live with him, and then he's going to get him into porn, and then I'm gonna send the video to his house and be like, oh, this is my son, he's in a cool movie called Star Wars, let me go watch that. And then it's gay porn. They'll have neon paint on their cocks and they'll be fighting with them, and he'll be sitting there watching it, he'll be chilling until he realizes that their lightsabers are actually gay penises. So that's my plan.
Wait, so his son is in the video or
His
your
son's
son?
No, his son's in the video. His son's gonna grow up, and I'm gonna hire a guy to turn to I'm gonna like groom him into getting into the gay porn industry. Or I'm gonna get this.
That's
one.
what they do. That is what they
do.
do.
That is what they do. I mean, to be fair, nobody normal grows up and goes, I think everybody needs to see my asshole. That's not. That's
And it's getting worse now.
Yeah, it is, because I think a lot of other people are doing it, and now there's like a almost like a global sense of peer pressure. It's like, well, I've seen everybody else's asshole, they got to see mine. So,
Yeah.
but no, that's what I would do. Just trick his father into watching gay porn by making a Star Wars parody with his son's penis in it. That's my.
But I
solution.
thought they had to get a boner.
Well, I mean, ideally, his son does. His son isn't in the movie.
So I made this dude trans for no reason?
Yes.
I made this dude trans for no reason?
Yeah.
You said he had to get a boner.
Well, I'm telling you, his son's
You
at the
fuck.
his son's in at the 30-minute mark. There's a pretty good chance
fuck that.
he's gonna get one before then.
Are there chicks like in the background?
There's movies for everybody, Brian. There's chicks in the background. We open up on Princess Leia, and then Darth Vader walks in. So, you know.
Yeah, but then that's not getting a boner to gay porn. The whole part is the gay porn part.
Well, you start him off with straight. This is when you realize that the riddle
You
all
fucking.
along was a trick
It's
question.
not a riddle. It's
It,
just changing the fucking.
I'm not. I'm saying
You're giving yourself an easier answer.
he could he could watch the straight porn and then he'll see gay porn with a hard dick. I've completed the challenge.
Okay.
You could do it in whichever way
Alright.
you want. It doesn't have to be as straightforward as he thought it was. You could
Whoa.
cheat a little.
I was going off the hypothetical. I'm not going to change your hypothetical. I'm going to follow what you say, but you can change your. You pissed me off.
I haven't changed.
He had to get a boner from gay porn.
I said he had.
And then you get him a boner.
I said he had to watch gay porn with a boner. Those were my exact words. Gay
Oh
porn
my
with a
god, I
boner.
cannot wait to fucking roll this footage back when I'm editing this. I cannot fucking wait.
Alright, that's fine.
I'm gonna make it the first clip of the fucking episode.
I'm accepting the
It's just gonna be that at the start.
I'm accepting the fact that I might be wrong on this, and that's fine. Because you know what? We both did a good job. I don't know where this narrative is coming from that either of us did a bad one. I feel like our
I'm
explanations
furious.
were good. You had a good solution.
Fuck you.
Why are you mad? We both got a B plus. I don't understand.
Because I'm into equality and you're not.
Are you becoming a fucking English teacher on me? There is no such thing as a.
I'm a fucking liberal, dude. I'm a fucking liberal, dude. Get off my ass.
Is that what the beanie's about? Is that a liberal beanie?
I'll still see the shadows in my room.
Dude, fuck yes. I love that band. That's what liberals say. They love that band.
I think I just realized I stole that bit from Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. I'm pretty sure there's an episode where they do that. They don't got the I need to change the song. Crumb's pride is a whore. There we go. Boop. Changed it. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Dude, Suicide Squad was a fucking crazy movie.
Did you like that
Oh
movie?
my gosh.
Did you like that movie when you went to go see it at first?
The 2016?
Yeah.
No, I was like, this is bullshit. I can't fucking see anything. It's like, that sounds like the take everyone had, but there's a reason everyone had that take. You can't fucking see anything.
I liked it because the movie's soundtrack was similar to my playlist on my iPod that I had. That was why I liked the movie.
I think I had like 3 songs in there, but the worst part about the soundtrack is I was in it for the Bohemian Rhapsody, and then the fucking soundtrack hits you with Panic at the Disco Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like, I don't want to hear that queer. Brendan Urie's not gay, but I don't like that version.
I thought he was pansexual. Well, I guess it's not gay, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I get.
He'll take whatever's in
You're
front of
telling
him.
me, dude. I don't know. I know he posted on, but it's my first video on Instagram. Yo, fuck that guy. No, there's nothing wrong with him, maybe, but
Maybe.
maybe. But also, seriously, I watched it recently. I think that was one of the movies Kale fucking made me watch, and by God, everything looks so ugly, so green and yellow.
It's a murky movie.
And then James Gunn shows up, fucking does something right. Dude, the switch up on James Gunn is crazy. Have you seen this shit?
No.
Dude, people are fucking switching up on because Supergirl flopped. Not a James Gunn movie, by the way. Everyone's switching up on James Gunn. And everyone's mad about the Lantern show. Not even out. Not a James Gunn show, by the way. And I don't know. I thought everyone liked Superman, and then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "This universe fucking sucks." And this is before Brand New Day came out. I've been seeing this. This has been happening for months. I feel like at this point, it's ridiculous. Let the white-haired fuck be cool.
Let him. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's fun to hate things. Let's hate the new thing everybody just gave a bunch of love. It's seasonal. Summer. It's hot.
Yeah.
Everybody's sweaty. Let's go hate a thing.
True. That's gotta be what that is.
I believe.
Yeah, because I'm trying to fight that shit, dude. I just hate everyone who hates, dude. That's every argument I've ever been in doesn't come down to like a take I put out. I respond to someone else's take, and I'm like, fuck. I hit someone on our professional account. someone made a post like, the fact that we can see chameleons means they suck at their job. And someone was like, well, their natural predators can't see them. And so I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong by killing as many chameleons as I can find. Like I'm gonna become the next natural predator for these motherfuckers. And then someone took it like actually seriously, and I didn't know they were. And so I was like goofing a little bit. I forgot what I said. Nothing crazy. And then the guy comes in, and the guy who made the post, he's like, "This is where it gets wild." He comes in, he's like, "Guys, don't argue my comments." I was like, "Man, fuck you."
Whoa. Really throwing a fucking rock into the fucking snow
Yeah.
cone maker, dude. Shit.
I was feeling renegade, dude. I was
Easy.
like, this is the funniest thing. Or there's another word in there, not like that, but it was like, nah, man, fuck you, or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, just sitting with that, you know.
It's pretty good.
I don't feel bad about it. It was funny. It's funny to say fuck you. I'm not hitting people with kill yourself. I think that's a funny thing to say, but I won't hit someone with that. Fuck you. I have a right.
Freedom of expression, I believe they call it. And
Yeah.
I can get behind that. Etiquette on the internet's different than in real life, you know. So I'd say that's more acceptable. Playing text on a
Yeah.
billboard, you know, pretty good.
All right. What's one of those EW videos?
Oh, really? 'Cause
Save me.
I thought you didn't want us to just describe YouTube videos. Which, by the way, what's the difference between really actually tell me this? What's the difference between describing a YouTube video and then describing a movie?
Because we're reviewing the movie.
I'm reviewing the video, or I'm the case.
No, you're not. You're just
Yes, I
saying
am.
what happens.
Yeah.
No, that's not. What do you? What do you mean? Yeah,
What?
you have to defend that.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Fucking it.
What do you mean? Yeah. No, it's different because you can't just go on. Well, I was about to make a bad point, but it is different. You're going to the review of the movie to hear the review of the movie. You're hearing someone describing a YouTube video isn't reviewing anything. That's just saying something objective
Well,
that happened.
well, when somebody reviews the movie, they describe things that happen in the movie, do they not? I describe things that happen in
And then
the case I'm reviewing a case.
yeah, but then you review the movie and you explain your opinions on it. Describing a movie is not the same thing as being like, here's why I like the movie, blah 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 blah.
Well, what's the difference between that and describing your opinion on a person and the thing that they did? I mean, we just did it.
Because, dude, you can just find the YouTube video and watch. We're gonna lose viewers because they're gonna be like, "This sounds interesting. I'm gonna watch it." Dude.
I feel like that they would. I don't feel because I feel like if I was watching this podcast and somebody was describing a cool case like that, I'd listen to it all and then I'd watch it. That's who I'm talking to. People are gonna do that. If anybody else is, I don't care. Wait, why am
I don't know. Personally, it just doesn't interest me in a podcast. That's just my thing. I'm thinking of if I was watching it too.
I think you should start looking for your own podcast. If that's okay by you.
What?
It's just like it's just been like tough, you know, like around here with you. Just like I'm just
Liberal.
trying.
What are you gonna call HR? Gonna call HR?
I think I might. These are real tears. Yeah. So if you could just like get like another co-host.
Dan, here's the difference, dude.
That'd be good.
You don't review the EWU videos on the website. Until you start doing that, then you have a good point.
I have like
Slam dunk.
I got like 3 scripts cooking up. 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Post them. Post them.
They're not done yet. Got a lot of shit to
Awesome.
say. I got some screenshots to
Okay.
share. I'm gonna go Google Images, you know, get my own pieces of information. You know.
Yeah, you don't want to plagiarize, do you?
I never would. Hand to GODD. Swear to G.
Sounds okay.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Did you brush your teeth today?
I actually got new floss. I needed new floss.
Do you floss?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't get new floss for like 2 weeks, but now I got floss.
Tight. Flossing
Stop
hurts
for a
for me,
while.
so I don't do it. I use mouthwash.
Yeah, mouthwash. I like mouthwash. How long do you keep it in? I keep it in for a while.
Uh, just until you start and it doesn't feel like anything, and then it starts to hurt a little bit, and then it just starts to feel like buzzy. I'll stop when it's buzzy. About like a minute, maybe.
Yeah, because I'll straight up like leave the bathroom and just like do shit for a couple minutes and
Feels good
then
doing that.
go back to the bathroom. Yeah, and I feel like it makes me feel like, oh man, I'm really doing it. My teeth are gonna be fucking pearly after this, and then it's just like 2% different. I'm like, yes, yes,
Nice. I never do
very bueno.
never do before and after. I never do because I'm just always disappointed. I'm like my teeth look the same but they're wet, so just never bother.
I'll tell you what though, um, with all my nasty vaping and smoking, I'll get cotton mouth, and that makes my tongue look white as shit. I do brush my tongue, but every time I stick it out, because I dry ass fucking mouth, just foams up, dude. It's fucked up. Pisses me off.
How's
I gag all the time over it,
it is
and it
it
never
it's
works.
a displeasurable process. I really don't enjoy it myself either. How have you in vaping been lately?
Um, just same old, dude.
Same old, same old.
Same old.
What do you what do you got right now? What are you doing right now?
Just the same one as the last. I don't know. I always ask for like a gay flavor.
Yeah, what's the
It
gay flavor this
reinforces how
time?
gay. Just any of the fruity ones. It's mainly to go mint, but the fruity ones taste good. I'm on strawberry, watermelon.
Ooh.
Am I allowed to reference? I think I went over that last time I said watermelon.
Yeah,
I
you
am.
did.
I am allowed. So what's the case,
Let
dude? Fucking bring it. Lay it on me, motherfucker.
I thought I was under the impression you didn't like this kind of stuff. Was this it?
Well, in a conversation, I'm down for it, but I'm concerned about the listener. Everything comes down to, am I concerned for the listener?
I'm
In a
not.
conversation, yes.
They have a choice as to whether or not be here, and if they've made it 40 minutes in, I'd say that they're in for the next 2 hours. Bare min.
Yeah. Never say the title. That's how we're gonna get around that.
Never say the title. Oh yeah. Well,
Yes.
I mean that helps because the titles are just like they found this in this. It's like the cops were shot. Like I don't even remember names in these. So good luck finding it, I guess. But this one I saw the other day, great way to start my morning. Not gonna lie to you, I saw this the other day. I was supposed to be at work at 8. I usually wake up 1 hour before I have to go to work. I've never slept through an alarm. And the other day when I had to go to work, I woke up and it was 7:38 a.m. and it takes 30 minutes to drive to work. So needless to say, I was a little stressed. I got to work. I put in my little earbuds and I said, I need something to calm me down. And can't remember the title of the video. Basically, the title to the effect was they stopped her for they stopped this lady for being speeding violation. They're like, yo, you're going too fast, and they found a incriminating piece of evidence in her trunk. So they stopped this lady, and they're talking to her because she was going like 50 and like a 25. They're like, you're batshit. She was in this car with her friend who was, painting a picture, overweight and mentally disabled. Now that we got that out of the way, they're like, your car smells, with all due respect, like shit. What is wrong with your car? And she was like, I'm driving to the car wash to get that fixed right now. And they go, it's 9 p.m. And she goes, my bad. And so they open up her trunk, and there's a trash bag in there with a comforter inside the trash bag. And they open, or she, the cops are like, open up that trash bag. And she's like, there's just a blanket in there. And they're like, open up the trash bag. It smells like shit. And she goes, okay.
Oh, I've seen this one.
You have. Oh, so I can
Yeah.
get your thoughts and opinions on this, which is good because I love this case. I explained it to my parents. They were horrified. They open up the bag, and inside the bag, 7-year old little child. So, needless to say, by the way, the reason that this case is so interesting because most of EWU's body cam footage videos are just women with their dead kids in trunks, which is that's awesome. Not her kid though, by the way, which makes this even crazier. But the thing that's very interesting about this one is the cops in it are all very young and they've never experienced anything like this before. Dude, like 6 minutes after they find the body, the main cop with his body cam on starts praying to Allah on camera, and it was nuts. These guys were fucked up. They were tripping, but they kind of weren't because they were describing what they saw on the body. The lady was black, her friend was black, and the dead kid in the trash bag was also black, but had paper. The cop described it as paper white Michael Jackson skin, which don't know how that happened. The lady when she
Uh,
recalls what was or what happened, she makes the story seem very sympathetic towards her, but it absolutely was not. And I'm not drawing any accusations here. Not that there's any worse accusation to be drawn than she killed a kid, which she definitely did do. Um, but I've heard some people say that if it wasn't like a thing of decaying, it might have been a thing of trying to get rid of the body. But nobody was really exactly sure what movements she took to hide that body. Which, spoiler alert, there was actually two dead kids in the car, which is even crazier. There's a 5-year old in like a those big Walmart black bins with like the big yellow lid, those big like storage containers. Yeah, there was one in there. Neither of them were her kid, by the way, which is that just makes everything in this story even better. Just a great time indeed.
it's just like, how are they getting these kids, man? Like, dude, I'm not blaming the parents. I'm not blaming the parents. I'm asking Jane, how do these people get the kids to just put in their trunk and kill? Because obviously some of them it is just the parents, but with this one it wasn't. But like, dude, how does this happen? I really, it's just such a horrible situation.
It
And
truly is.
when when you die, even if you're black, you still get pale as fuck. So that could be some of it. But yeah, it sounds like they could have probably tried doing something to it or something.
I was gonna say, does that happen? Would you say that happens within like the 3 month range? Because this is like, she was holding on to this kid for a while.
I
I
mean,
think
that
3 month,
happens
3 month is
like
like the max range. I think that they hypothesize, but it's around that 2 week to 2 month range.
by the time you can die and reasonably get a funeral, you get pretty pale. And that's what like morticians are for, is to like get them back to the regular color, you know? Like, I don't know, like for a lot of people, like since I'm pale, I don't know how pale I'm gonna get when I die, but probably it's not a lot to do here. But like for example, like my lips would be purple and shit, so they'd have to fucking. Well, that can even happen while you're still alive if you make it far enough. But yeah, they probably did try to do something though, especially with the totes. Having a tote like that sort of shit. Because I'm not saying they thought far enough ahead, like we gotta get acid to melt the body and get a
Yeah,
plastic tote because it won't melt through. But I don't know. Seems like there
I
is
feel like
something
if
more afoot.
I feel like if you get the balls to kill a kid, you've probably seen Breaking Bad, at least the first few
Sure.
episodes. I don't think that's. I mean, because like what? Pedophiles watch To Catch a Predator all the time. There's got to be people who have thought about
True.
premeditatively like murdering somebody, and they're like, well, let's turn on Blue Bloods. Let's see what people realistically do. Let's just give this a try.
They do always watch it.
Yeah,
Even now, like even still, like it'll translate because Chris Hansen has like the YouTube channel now. And they'll fucking show up and be like, yeah, I watch your YouTube videos. It's like,
don't you love it when they
dude,
say like
what the fuck?
don't you love it when they say like I thought I recognized you? It's like you thought. There's only one guy who does this like how he does it. So I don't think you thought you recognized. I think you knew. I just feel like
Yeah,
I feel
because
like the second that you walk into a kid's house and it's more than like 3 stories, then yes, you've lost. It's Chris Hansen. There's cookies already on the table. No point. No
the
point really.
sec, I don't know, these guys got, well, I guess they are crazy, but they gotta be so crazy, like, because they're always the ugliest, well, not always, but a lot of the time they're the ugliest, fattest dudes, and it's like, they think a fucking, like, high schooler is gonna want that, dude? What the fuck? The ego.
Yeah,
The hypocrisy is the worst part,
it's like
as Norm would say.
it's a very specific flavor of like narcissism that causes you to think it's like, for sure I'm about to have like an anime girl harem with like all these middle schoolers, but then you also just like don't give a shit about like your hygiene and just a way that makes you look, I guess. What's that what's that video? Never mind, let me not compare it to that, but you know, you look like EDP, you just look like flabby, and like you're kind of just
Yeah,
like generally, you know, you have the dignified hygiene of like a night guard at like a mall, you know, just that
sideburns
era.
and 20 hairs on the
Hmm.
top, patchy beard all over, doesn't even fucking look like anything.
You got two fried.
Chest hair peeking out. Ugh.
Your diet's from your favorite gas station, which I can attest to that. Nothing but
Yeah, it's
C4.
like
You drink C4. Ew. All C4 drinkers get out. I don't want you here, but you could say it. I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
400 pounds and still cold everywhere you go because you only eat potato chips. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, guy. Yeah, totally, totally, bro. You thought that was gonna happen, yeah. Or it, sometimes they get really crazy, like because I don't watch to catch up. I watched this Mexican guy, Mr. GG, who covered all of it, not the YouTube stuff. I don't think. I just see clips of that on like shorts, but he goes through all the episodes. There was this one from I don't know. This was like the 2016 sings that he also did on YouTube, but this guy showed up. It was really weird because the guy showed up. Of course, he was being a pet, dude. Of course, he was doing that. But there was another motivation that was obviously there that they didn't really press on like at all. It was, I'm trying to remember his name. I can't and I won't. But he pulls up and he really wants the girl to leave the house. Normally, they just want to go in, right? And so he wants to leave the house and bring her. He's like, I'll let you drive the car in an empty parking lot, and we can, mind you, the idea was to do horrible things. But the other motivation was he had like knives and duct tape and like a gun all in his car. So he was going to kill her. And they don't really bring that up. They're just like, yeah, and he has a kill kit. And then the rest of the things just like, what? Why did you want to have sex with a young girl? And it's like, there's another layer. There's another layer to
Yeah.
that we need to be talking about. They're like, yo, yo, yo.
Somebody's trying to peel the orange
Wild.
and they're just not paying attention to the mold on the peel. I feel like that's what we should
Yeah,
be
dude.
looking at first.
Yeah, because there's a. Ugh, yeah, it was fucking crazy. Um, we wish him poorly.
We wish him
It's
poorly.
really the best I can do.
We wish him poorly. We wish him poorly. We wish all every fat
Yes.
every fat person poorly, every short person poorly, every poor person
That are
poorly.
also or just fat people in general.
Oh, I'm just listing people I dislike.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Girls with bad looking fake implants.
Yeah,
It's
girl.
like, are you? Come on.
Anybody whose morning routine involves a shot glass on your lips is one. Anybody whose
Yeah,
morning routine involves a bowl of ice is another one. Um,
I do not like, and this is going to be a very very spicy take, but it's ultimately woker than the people who disagree with me. Uh, I don't like that gay people talk that way because they're just stealing it from black women.
hmm.
I'm gonna put that out there.
I've
And
never
white
heard
women
this.
steal it from gay men. White women steal it from gay men. It's a long history of people taking each other's shit, and it starts with the black woman. And I am on her side. We need to give her respect. I'm
Oh,
serious.
I'm I'm
I
I'm
know.
smi-
I know it sounds like I'm joking, but seriously.
no, I'm smiling because this is a wholesome activism moment.
I
I'm
know,
happy to
dude.
be
I'm a
here.
fucking.
I'm proud
I'm
to
a
be here.
fucking activist, dude.
Yes, dude, let's go. I'm so happy
Seriously though,
when you do these things, when you make these stances in the movement. It's fucking great.
the every time, because listen, I a black woman is speaking. Listen and learn. I'm hearing something crazy. It, I think your fan was doing something for a second. It's
Oh,
normal now. Uh, Is your fan turning? Is it one? Is it like a turning fan?
I think I think if I turn my head, it makes that noise. Does it? Is that what's happening?
No.
No.
It sounds like a fan. It's starting up again now.
Like that? Is that better?
Um. Yeah, I think your headphones might be getting feedback into the mic or something.
Are they really? I
I
know.
don't know.
I know. Whenever you're talking, because this mic is directional, I'll flip the mic 180 so that I can like breathe and like cough and shit because I'm disgusting. And I think what you're hearing is when I point it towards my laptop screen, it's catching the sound of the air conditioning bouncing off.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what that
Yeah,
is.
because when I do this, then you can't hear it
Yeah,
because
nothing.
because it's pointing towards the wall. Okay, my bad.
But anyway, back to supporting people. People need support sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, God damn it, dude. I'm not. I'm not joking, but it's funny for me to say this after the past however long this episode was and the shit we've been saying.
That
It's
past
just funny
hour.
the contrast. Yeah. But a black woman is speaking, listen and learn, and I do. How come when every time black women are confident, they're they're loud or cocky or that type of shit? I don't fuck with that. Every time they're confident, they can't just be confident. There's always a rude term that they want to associate with that. And they hit women with that too in general. Bossy, that type of shit. I don't vibe with that nonsense. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's be better for once. Can we just be better? Can we move on? Come on.
Please.
Put our differences aside and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice to the next person I see, and then you just keep doing that. How about that? I'll try if everyone else tries, dude. I don't
Speak.
try.
Speaking of trying, we'll try to be back in the next 4 minutes as we take a short break.
Are we going?
I don't know. Are we? Yes, we are. Sorry.
Uh,
Don't be.
I had to take the hat off because I sweat out of my head pretty profusely, and it's hot as fuck right now. So
Is it Rahili?
yeah, that's why my hair. I direct like I sweat out of my scalp terribly. In the last episode, I'm sure I like. God damn, dude, I'm just so excited. I've been watching Love on the Spectrum, so I'm autistic right now. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Uh, I'm sure in the last episode, there's like 3 or 4 times I wiped my head and I wiped my shirt. It's because my hand was soaking wet after doing that. So
I
I had
see.
to fix that.
I can't say I'm much of a head sweater myself. I'm definitely a forehead leaker. That's really about it for me.
I'm just so moist, man. I just hate being so moist. Remember in middle school when everyone would be like, "Oh my god, I hate the word moist."
I never understood that perspective. I mean, I hate words too, but moist I never understood. I never got like when I hate words, it's because people use them all the time in like stupid ways that make me mad. Um, but moist is never. It's not like it's not really a wrong way to use moist. It's some kind of wet, then yeah, it's moist. That's
Yeah,
about it.
it is funny to bring that up around people. Just say moist. Find a way to say moist and see all the fucking assholes who. Because here's why people are so against moist. It came from a Dane Cook joke. So someone's bitch ass dad or mom at every school showed one of their kids a fucking Dane Cook special, and now everyone has an opinion on moist. It's because of that bitch ass. Dane Cook. Fuck him, dude. He's a jackass, dude. I don't fuck with Dane Cook.
I'd have to agree with you. I'd have to agree with you on that. I've never seen or heard a Dane Cook joke in my life, or even know who that is. But I do have to agree with you on that. He needs to die.
He apparently stole jokes from Louis C.K., but he says it's an accident, and it might be. It might have actually been an accident. Because sometimes that just happens. But
Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you see a joke that's so
so,
awesome, your brain's like, I for sure made that.
yeah, dude. I've probably done it. Dude, the dossier. That's one right there. I took that
Yeah.
from Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
Is that would you
I just
say?
take the vocabulary, dude.
Would you say Matt and Shane has been your biggest, probably the biggest bank you've stolen money from?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But not in like serious ways. It's just like over time you end up saying like pig out when you eat a lot of food. It's just like I don't know, you just hear it so much eventually it just makes sense to say.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's like when you hang out with people, you start acting like those people. Your brain tries to fit in, so it's just whatever you surround yourself with, you're gonna end up stealing from.
Yeah. And I haven't seen a person in 30 years, so I have nowhere else to take. No, but that's what like you know what? That's what autistic like deep in the spectrum because I'm watching Love on the Spectrum Australia. Like they just like quote shit that they've heard before, and that's how like when they don't know what to say, they just are like, how are you, gentlemen? And they're doing like an impression from a movie they've seen. Like Chris Chan did that shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's what half of it. Stardate, pretty sure that's Star Trek.
It
Fucking Captain's Log.
Star Trek. It's from Star Trek, but without a doubt, because he's never actually. He doesn't own any Star Trek toys, so everybody just is pretty sure it's from Family Guy because he owned the first few seasons on DVD. Which
True.
by the way, gotta say, maybe I'm autistic, but watching a lot of early Family Guy, I swear to God, I'm not joking. I think Chris Chan stole a scream from Peter. There was a scream that Peter did when he fell off the bed, and it was exactly one that Chris Chan did, where he went, "Ha! Ha!" It was like exactly like, and he quotes early Family Guy so much that I can only assume that he was like Peter being mad. Like, I swear to God, every bit of silliness that has stemmed from Chris Chan, or every bit of silliness that Chris Chan has committed, probably could be attributed to the fact that he doesn't understand that the character Peter Griffin is a joke. Like, the joke of Peter Griffin is that he's like a 7-year-old boy who's a 40-year-old dad, and he hasn't changed at all. But Chris Chan thinks he's like, oh, this is what you should act like, which is why
Yeah.
he just doesn't understand, doesn't get it, which is
And
great.
it's like of every character to make their personality, Peter Griffin is probably the boldest fucking move to go with. Like I can understand maybe Chris, I can understand Brian, even though I'm not really a big Brian head.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, I know he originally wasn't as like annoying, but the times when he's annoying have stuck with me so much more. I can understand Brian. I can understand Joe Cleveland. Listen, I'm not saying it's right, but plenty of people act a quagmire out here. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest.
I mean, early season
What?
Quagmire is quite charming. He's just
Yeah,
he's like an Austin Powers type in the first 4 seasons, and then he just, well, there's a couple pretty crazy jokes, but they were so rare it was okay. That was what made them funny, is how. But now it's just every episode is just like there's just another lady nailed to his wall, or he's got. I mean, they're not bad jokes. They're just like joke is he's got 18 Asians locked up in his garage, just waiting to be, just waiting to be released.
dude.
That's just all the jokes.
Do you think P Diddy was autistic and he went quagmiring? Do you think that's
Yes,
what that was?
yes, because when you walk into Quagmire's house, like robot arms come, and they like spread your legs open and shit, and like bookshelves flip around and become like BDSM cages. Like that's got like Diddy written all over it. Like how could you? That's such a good dude. His sex dungeon mood board was just mostly Family Guy and like a little bit of Teletubbies, like the green like pastures and shit. He was fucking nuts. It's fucking psychotic. It's awesome. Try his
I'm
parties are
not.
great.
I'm not saying this is true, but I am gonna. This is funny. Imagine if Epstein was like a normal guy, and then Family Guy came out, and then that's what.
It's like what's that fucking book that made that guy want to kill John Lennon? It's like that, but it's like it just happened. It hit all the right biological nerves, and they're just like, I just gotta buy an island now. That's my purpose in life. Gosh, island. It's a
Biting your fist at work, just like I know what I have to do. Quagmire would do it. What would Quagmire do?
Quagmire.
License plates.
You go to Party City. He'd buy one of every single costume, and just do the craziest shit in it. isolated.
Oh my god, dude.
Yes.
This is not funny. This is
This
not
is
funny.
well, I
But
mean,
imagine,
what else are we supposed to do?
imagine. Yeah, this is true. This is not alleged. Imagine if Jeffrey Epstein was in the court and they're like, giggity gig. That's not funny. That's not funny.
You
That's
think?
a theory.
I mean, I don't know how many parties he had there, but somebody had to have done it once. All
Yeah,
those
dude, fucking.
parties, all that weed, nobody put on Family Guy and was like, dude, we're all Quagmire. Not once. That happened. There's no way it didn't.
Yeah,
They were
dude.
jerking off to FNAF porn in there. They were, they
Yeah, dude.
had
Like,
say what you want. They had a sense of humor, and that's really what means.
yeah, like,
That's really what
bro,
means the most.
Adam West and like a bunch of the fucking like Batman show crew would show up to orgies. Uh, they were just hippies. They weren't doing anything nefarious, bro.
That's
It
fair.
was just legit good old orgies, bro. And they would wear the costumes and shit. They would show up in the costumes. And this is a documented thing. This is a real thing. They've talked about this. And I think the guy who played the Riddler got like kicked out of one or something because he was like too in character. I don't remember. It was some weird shit like that. Um, but yeah, so like if come on, we're not gonna say Adam West is like, oh, he's a weird guy for doing an orgy. You can be a normal guy and do
Yeah.
orgies. Those guys, motherfuckers doing the crazy shit, those guys are not normal.
Those
So
are
they're
weird
definitely
orgies.
pulling some wild shit. Yeah,
There's
they're
weird.
definitely doing some wilder shit.
Yeah. There's a certain kind of charm. There's a certain kind of charm to the idea that you're chilling in your trailer. You're like, fuck, dude, life is going so good. I have, I have 3.5 grams of the shittiest weed I've ever had in my life. I landed the role in the Batman TV show. The girl who has the Catwoman costume is so down to suck my dick. Life is perfect right now. Like there's a charm to that being what sets up the orgy, and then it's all about context really. Orgies can be
Yeah,
let's change the topic. I'm done talking about this. Bad
I
topic.
I went to a wedding. Like this isn't even a good story. I went to a wedding like a few days before my birthday. I don't, because it's like a big wedding. I kind of just wanted to be there for the service and just like the I do's and shit. And I kind of wanted to get out of there, but that wasn't an option, dude. And so by the way, no, I don't know if I should even say, fuck it. We're far enough in. It was my uncle's second wedding, so we didn't think it was going to be that fancy. So me and my dad are just like wearing fucking khakis and like dress shirts. Like we're not wearing anything crazy. Everyone else is in like a nice suit. They got the tie and all that shit. Everyone's got like a whole outfit on. And then me and my dad in like the second to front row on my uncle's side, we're just and my dad was bothering me the whole fucking time because I'm a very personal space type of guy, and these chairs are so close together, and I'm not going to be the fucking odd man out 5 feet away from someone else. Not 5 feet, but still, I wanted to be within my column,
Yeah.
and the whole time my dad just like shoving me, and he's like, "Hey, look," it just like bothered me getting in my personal bubble. I'm like, I was like, fuck out of here. I was like, knock it off. I was hitting them with the finger, dude. I was like, knock the fuck off. And mind you, I was not only hungover, but I forgot I didn't even know there was I didn't know when it was. It was just like, are you ready to go to the wedding? I was like, okay. And so the service was very beautiful. But this is something I noticed, and I think it's funny. No shame to anybody. Um, so the songs that because they didn't play the classic wedding songs, which I'm actually down for. I'm down for them not doing that. But my new aunt, fuck, the song she chose was the end credit song to Twilight Part 5, Breaking Dawn Part 2. And I'm pretty sure that song was made for the movie. And so I'm sitting there with a straight face, just looking at the service, dude. And I'm hearing this song, then the song goes on. You have to turn around. I'm looking, and I'm just like yo, this is from fucking Twilight, dude.
It's fucking
This
bad.
is Twilight. And so I thought that was funny. And then when I got to the table with like my sister and the people she brought, I was like, "Yo, did you guys notice that they played the Twilight song?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, I know. I thought about it." Because girls, of course they fucking know. And I don't know. I just thought that was amusing. Whole time, I'm kind of googling. I'm googling like when is it acceptable to leave a wedding? Because I had my boy was like, "Yo, you won't get drunk as fuck." So I was like, "Dude,
Yes.
I'll fucking let you know when to get me. I'll let you know, bro."
Yes.
And I'm just preparing to Irish goodbye for hours, for literally hours. I think I got there at 3. I left at like 8 or something, maybe like 7. And so I didn't know when. Here's the thing. I didn't know how long the wedding was gonna last, and when I looked at the Google Gemini shit, they were assuming the wedding was gonna be late as fuck. So it was like, well, the acceptable time is 10 o'clock after they cut the cake. But I'm like, oh fuck, dude, 10 o'clock, dude, I'll kill myself right now. I'm gonna have to Irish goodbye. I'm gonna have to literally goodbye. Um, and so fortunately, I was wrong. They cut the cake, and then I was like, "All right, bro, pull up, give me." Um, Mind you, the whole time everyone's just like, "Dude, just you can just leave." And I was like, "I know, dude. I just don't want to be disrespectful, bro. I'm worried about because this whole time, every like hour, I'm going to the bathroom and I'm hitting my fucking marijuana. I'm making the problem
Oh.
worse. Uh, um,
Oh.
and so but I and no vape, no vape, no way to like relieve the stress. My only option was to make it worse. I was offered booze, but I was like, I don't feel like I don't want to pregame, dude. I like staying at the same rate of my friends. I don't like doing that type of stuff, dude. I pregame together, not apart.
Yes.
And nothing's more annoying than a hammered homie that you're expecting to hang out with and you're still sober. Nothing worse than that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I this guy's just gonna be a fucking moron until I become a fucking moron, and I'm not even there yet, like that. So I didn't want to do that because I get really annoying. Um, I don't know. I can get really annoying if I don't control myself. And anyway, so I'm finally ready to fucking leave, dude. They cut the cake. I'm ready to go. My friend's about to pull up right before I'm about to leave. Well, actually, I also ate food before. The food was very good. I had chicken, Hawaiian rolls, some cheese on it. And there was so much food. I just wanted like 2 sandwiches. Again, wasn't that hungry. And I already ate in the day. I couldn't eat more if I tried. And my boy's here, but my parents want to talk to me for a second and introduce me to some. It's like one of my cousins, my older cousin's friend or something. And the last time she saw me, I was like a baby, and I'm obviously a lot taller than a baby is, so I guess they wanted to see. But mind you, I'm high as shit. I stopped by the bathroom before I walked out there, so I'm high as shit. I'm looking for my friend, and I'm also like looking at this chick, just be like, oh my god, she's boozed out. So like, she's like, oh my god, do you know me? No. And then they explained the situation, and I was like, oh okay. My friend's here, and I just fucking leave. Like, they, someone literally said like, "Oh, he doesn't really care," and I was like, "Ha ha ha!" ha," and I started like walking away. I'm not good at Irish goodbye, dude. I'm not good at it.
I mean, to be fair, I was just gonna say to be fair, I think the really doesn't help, and this is I hate it when family members do this when they're just like they're just accentuating. It's like guess he hates us. It's like I mean, because
Yeah,
there's
it's
not.
like no. I have
I'm not
10
gonna.
things on my mind.
I'm not gonna sit here and disprove that. I'm just gonna go do the things that are causing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get my shit out of the way, and it's just like, here he
Yeah.
comes out of his cave. It's like, that's the last thing anybody wants to hear ever. Shit like that.
Hold on. Am I on acid? I have to cut that out.
You have to
I
cut that
think I
out.
just tweaked out on cam. Yeah.
What you hear, boy? What'd you hear?
I don't know. I thought I heard my door make.
I don't see anybody in the doorway.
I know,
I
I'm so
watch over
fucking
you.
scared right now.
I don't know why you're scared.
Okay, bro.
NP.
No, I was just like waiting for someone to say something. I just heard it, and I don't know. It's probably gonna be like, "I'm gonna put the spaghetti in the fridge." Cat spaghetti. And it's like, yeah, okay. But then no one said anything. Then that's when I got scared.
Mm. I walked in. I walked into my house. My mom was like, "I made you a burger," and I was like, "Cool. I'm not hungry. Can you save it for tomorrow?" And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "You don't look okay." I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, good night. That was how I ended. That's my Irish goodbye. It's like, all right, bye.
Yeah. Oh, and then I got in my friend's car, and you know what we did?
Mm.
Fucked. No, he got me a vape.
Yes. Well, he got your vape.
That was the first thing.
That
Well,
that's basically the
I
same
didn't want to
thing as
go
him
in.
sucking you off. If he brings you your
Oh
vape,
yeah, yeah. He brought me my vape, dude. I was like,
ultimate relief.
yes, bro. And he got a new pen, and it was a good pen, but like it tasted like it was fucking burnt. I don't know what that was about. And he got it from a legit dispensary and spent like $77 fucking dollars, dude. L.
What? Whoa,
Yeah,
dude.
that's Illinois weed tax for you.
My dad he's very particular when it comes to his product. If you want to experience the exact same high that my dad experiences every single day, his preferred this is the only like cart that he'll smoke. He goes to Artie's and he gets their little glass vials of hash rosin. He gets half a gram for $40. That's the only shit he smokes. I'll make that last like I don't know. I don't even know how long he makes it last. I know he went through one on like a 3-day weekend. That was just impressive to me. I was like top of the line. Like I'm watching a man eating gold plated bread. I'm sitting over here with my 24 my $24 disposable. I'm like, it kind of doesn't taste like cancer. It kind of tastes okay.
I'm just fine with like this bullshit distillate at this point. Now,
I don't know.
I'm not smoking distillate, but it's just like I may as well. It's just like I don't
I'm,
care.
I mean, we're the
THCA technically counts.
we're the generation that's growing up on, you know, cancerous diet soda and shit like that. So I guess we're all just kind of up for whatever.
Yeah, but it's always something though. Like used to be lead paint and like mercury. Just have mercury as a toy because it's like ooh a liquid metal.
You ever
It's
heard
like
of
it was always something.
radium? Radium's a cool one. I learned about that one in
Yes,
school. You ever see the
I
radium?
forgot.
You ever see radium jaw? Radium jaw is scary. You know what that is?
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
seen that.
those are
Just
gross.
melts your fucking.
It's nasty.
I thought
Those,
you were gonna ask if I've seen Radium Girls, the stage play. I could have.
but you didn't,
I didn't.
or oh,
No, it was I didn't. It was like a school play, and I was like, play about girls.
um, hell
All
no.
right.
When I was a kid, I used
Yeah,
to
but it's
not.
like nowadays I could.
When I was a kid, I used to not listen to songs if they were sung by girls. I thought it would make me gay, so I didn't do it.
I would do it, but I would hide it. I would like hide it. But then like once you hit a certain age, like once you unlock irony, then it's like you're back to it. It's like party in the USA. You know, and you get back to it
I think
pretty soon too.
I think one day you just get a song stuck in your head that's not socially acceptable, and then one day you just stop caring. You're just like, well, this doesn't matter. If the Mary Tyler Moore theme and the Five Nights at Freddy's One Living Tombstone song are the only things that are on my mind, it's the only things that are on my mind. It's good music. Not speaking from
I like.
experience, not doing that right now.
Oh,
Don't
I
say
was
I
gonna
am.
volunteer experience.
Go ahead.
That Living Tombstone, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I like the beat drop.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it sounds good. I like the melody. The lyrics, I don't. If I just pretend it's about not about Five Nights at Freddy's and ignore the lyrics, and I don't really get a cringe feeling. But I'm in it for that beat drop. It fucking sounds tight.
Those are
But
good
you know
songs.
what's funny? You can't hide it in the beat drop. Like you can't hide from it with the beat drop because eventually it does do. Da, 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 and you're like, fuck.
Like
God
fuck.
damn it, I'm so gay. I need to get blue hair. I need to get blue hair and a fucking septum piercing and a belly button piercing. God damn it.
I love the idea of the brain responding like that. It's like, God, I'm so gay. I need to complete it. Instead of just doing countermeasures, you're like, well, if I start off with a 13-inch dildo, then I can go right back down to 8, and it won't feel as bad. Not speaking from experience. I'm not doing that. Shut the
I'm
fuck
gonna
up.
get a fucking, I'm gonna get a fucking straight neon yellow blue beard. I'm gonna get purple hair. I'm gonna get piercing in my nose. I'm gonna get ear piercings. Dude, I'm gonna get the tattoo where my eyes are all black. I'm gonna tattoo my eyes. I'm gonna get horns in my head, dude. I'm so fucking crazy.
Anybody who does that, by the way, you do look cool. I don't care what anybody says. You do look like a evil, scary demon, and it is badass.
It
Please,
does scare me. And as nice as that person is, I don't think I could ever get over that, though. That's the thing. It would be hard for me to befriend that man,
I
or those men, or those women.
I want the surgery that gets rid of the cartilage in my nose, so it's just two slits on my face. That'd be fucking tight. That'd be sick as hell.
That would actually impact our relationship, I believe.
Do you believe
Like,
that for real?
seriously.
Like you wouldn't be able, would you not be able to
I,
look at me in the face?
not really. I would
Damn.
either just be looking straight at, I wouldn't be able to look you in the eyes, or I wouldn't be able to look at you at all.
Damn, really?
I'm being honest as a friend.
That's fine. I actually don't want to. This is something I didn't know. Apparently, at some point in time, I don't believe that this is true anymore. But at some point in time, when I was growing up in school, I was told statistically that the most common thing to be embarrassed about on your body is your nose. I've always feel like I lucked out with my nose pretty well. I feel like mine's pretty a okay on my face. It doesn't stick out. Apparently, the what is it? What would you call it? The self, the commonality of being self conscious about your nose. It comes from you feeling like your nose doesn't belong on your face. Which, if you ask me that same question nowadays, like what's the most common insecurity to have? Feel like it'd probably be the chest area. I feel like that would be most universally, easily like what anybody could be concerned about. Women should feel like, I mean, women might feel like that they need to have bigger breasts. Dudes might feel like that they don't want to have man boobs, or they need to have bigger pecs. Or people who have horns on their head and black tattooed peoples, maybe they need two rocket thrusters there. You know, I don't know what they prefer.
Yeah, we also need to talk about the white people that tattoo their entire face black. And let's talk about that. Good mythical
Okay,
morning theme.
like, are you talking about when they get like dense tattoos, like all over their skin to the point where their skin kind of
Just,
looks black? Or are you talking about like a
yeah,
black tattoo?
li- like literally black ink on their head,
I've
all over their head.
never seen that.
I feel like I see it a lot, especially with the guys with the horns.
Oh yeah, I mean like that, but I meant just like in general. Like outside of that, I usually don't see it. I feel like the horns and all that kind of stuff. Not a professional here, but I feel like that kind of stuff is just naturally, like if you're the kind of person who feels more comfortable or enjoys the
As a
look of a
black man.
body as a black man. Well, what would be the preface for that? Would you say artificial black men? Because I mean, it's not technically it's not natural, so it is artificial.
Well, there's one that comes to mind, but I don't think I should say it.
Well, now you know what I have to do. I have to ask you to say it.
Well,
That's how this goes.
I don't agree that you can do this, but the term would probably be transracial.
Yeah, that is
I
the
don't
term.
think I don't think you can do that. I
I've
don't
heard
think it
people.
would work,
I've heard
but
people say that all the time. I hear bare
that's what
minimum.
they're doing and it's evil.
Like well, I mean, I've heard that like treatments can usually start from like anywhere from like $1,234 to maybe like $2,087, depending on like how dark exactly you want to go. But it's not an unnatural process. I think it's, if somebody wants to do that to their body, I think that's actually a good thing, and I don't feel like anybody should be embarrassed if they feel more comfortable as a black man or anything like that. And it definitely doesn't make you a bad person if you've like looked into treatment. or you've talked to your doctor about it, or you've ordered medication to make your skin turn darker and it didn't work, so you had to get a refund, and then they wouldn't give you a refund because it's a company in China that manufactures horse tranquilizers, and they're not legally allowed to sell you that kind of stuff. But it doesn't like matter. People can just be whatever they want to be, man. Not
I
speaking from
understood most of that.
experience.
What do you mean?
I'm
Nice.
not.
What? Where did horse tranquilizers come from? Wait.
I don't know. Just like you ever see like Chinese factories that make like those 8001 Nintendo Game Boys, and then the next manufacturing line over will be like Viagra, and then one manufacturing line over will be like peanut. Like they like one factory will just make a trillion of like the most completely opposite different shit you've ever seen over there, because they're like we had like our industrial revolution, and they're on like part 7. Like they are on that shit. We like gave up after the first one because we were like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, we got laws that you can't, that you gotta like pay your worker. They're just like, yo, fuck, yo,
They tell,
suicide net.
bro, in those Temo, in those Temu fucking shipping factories, dude, their employees, they walk around in shorts and that's it. They don't got shirts, they don't got shoes. They send on piles of mail, and they toss it into trucks. That's what they do, and that's cool. I want to work that job. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and you'll see them wearing fucking masks when they're walking through the city because the air is so shit. And then you watch them in a factory and they're just inhaling fumes. It's like, yo, guys, what are we doing? Come on,
Well, they get
come on.
paid. Well, the way that they get money is they measure the amount of smog in your lungs, and you're not allowed to inhale smog off the clock because that's how they gauge how long you've been there. They don't got clocks over there because it's on the other side of the world. You know, it's
Damn, this is a bad time to bring up. I'm on day 22 of Chinese on Duolingo. Let's go.
why is this a bad
Let's
time?
go.
This is a perfect time to bring that up.
Because we're actually, yeah, this is the perfect time because it's not the Chinese people's fault. It's their fucking government being jackasses, dude. It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
I think you're just mad that
Meguo.
that vape smog doesn't count as time efficient smog, and that's
No,
okay. That's okay.
it would. Because have you ever seen the videos of like the Chinese vape factories? They have
Yes.
the lineup of all the vapes and they'll just like, I
Yeah,
can't even fucking do that. They'll take fat fucking rips.
dude. I
Like a
don't know what it is.
macho.
Dude, I showed those videos to my parents, and they go, "That's why vapes are bad for you." I go, "Yeah, they're terrible." And they go, "Meal, get that out of your mouth." And I go, "No, it's good for you. It makes you feel healthy and strong. It does."
Ribbon. Ribbon. That's Japan.
Is that how you say Japan in Chinese?
Yep. Um. Well.
Don't be
Uh.
embarrassed. You've learned. You're showing off what you've
I'm.
learned. This is a proud moment. You should be
I
proud.
can't fucking. Can't remember it. Well. Woshi is I am. Woshi.
Wo shi.
I.
Wo shi.
Woshi. Meguo Ren. Meguo Ren. I am American.
So,
That's pretty good.
how do you say American in Chinese again?
Meguo Ren.
Me
For
guo
American.
ren.
Meguo. Meguo.
Me guo. Me
Meguo.
me guo.
UO at the end.
Me guo.
Meguo.
Uo.
Meguo.
Me guo.
Yeah,
Me
UO.
guoen.
Yeah, the Ren means it's American. If you don't say the Ren, then it's just America.
Okay.
Meguo Ren. American. It's pretty
I
cool. Pretty cool.
this is because, please keep in mind, this is because growing up in school they didn't teach me where Spain was on the map. But why is it that when you speak different languages, well, okay, so I guess this is really my actual question is we call, and I know that, please, again, I don't know this because I'm dumb. If the answer is obvious, please be patient with me. I'm learning how the world works. But
Of
when
course.
uh, I talk about Japan, I say they're Japanese. What do Japanese people say? They go, I'm, and then they also say Japanese? And if they don't, what do they say?
No. I don't know, but it's some shit that does not sound like Japan. It's like Ishwogi or some weird shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's something really weird. Um, and I don't really know why because Ruben kind of sounds like Japan.
Yeah.
Kind of weird
Well,
way. You know what? Maybe. Oh, oh. I think I know why. I think I've heard this somewhere, and I think I'm saying Ruben wrong. I think it's Ruben. I think at some point the white people hung out with the Chinese and was like, "Yo, what's that island?" And they said, like, like it sounds like a lot more like Japan. So we were probably just like, "Oh, Japan," when it probably meant something different way back in the day, just like the island. And
yeah.
then now everyone's just like, "Fuck it, Japan." I think.
So yeah,
I very
so
much.
I guess like if you were to go to like I don't know, Africa, like Africans wouldn't say like I live in Africa. Like they wouldn't say that. Like what would they call like I feel like that is something I don't hear often of enough. Like what do other countries call their country? I feel like out of all the movements
Well,
of trying to get to
Africa, it's a continent. They would just say the country,
okay,
like
well then what?
Nigeria.
Okay, then Niger. What would Nigerians say?
I think they just say Nigeria because they pretty much got, other than their own native languages, they usually speak things like French or even English in some places because everyone from Europe was just fucking up Africa and seeing what they could get. And so all these languages kind of spread through. And so like that's why a lot of the times you'll see like Africans on Instagram, they will be speaking like French or English or like I don't know. I haven't really seen German. I doubt German, but yeah. Yeah.
Um, been drinking any booze lately?
Um no, I can start.
What do you have? I don't have
I
anything,
have another.
so I can't match you.
I have. Hold on, let me go get it.
Yes.
Talk
Yeah.
about something awesome. Gail fucking gave me some gay shit,
Whoa, it's got a cork as
but
the what have you. It's pretty cool.
but I also have a mixed drink.
Ooh, what's the mixed drink?
Same one as last time.
That break was 35 minutes in, by the way. If you
Okay.
if you wanted to cut it, I didn't know if you said you did or
Um, I could probably just cut it.
not. Oh.
Were you talking about something epic?
No, I was like leaning back and yawning and scratching my feet and my balls are
Oh,
jerking
okay.
off. You know, normal stuff. But which you're welcome to do all of on the podcast, by the way, if you feel free.
Okay. That would be episode 100 of Jerk Off Podcast.
there, there's a video on YouTube that I've well it's not making the rounds anymore. I say making the rounds. It was popular maybe a couple months ago, but it was a video called "Can I Beat Minecraft?" Can I beat Minecraft while jerking off? And it was a guy playing Minecraft with one hand, and he actually was for real jerking off with his other hand. And he's like, first we gotta mine this tree, and and that was the video. It was him jerking off and playing Minecraft. I didn't finish watching it because I've seen people beat Minecraft a million times and also jerk off a million times. So I knew what the endings looked like, but thought it was cool. It made it onto there. It's pretty sweet. Pretty good share
That's porn for somebody.
for somebody.
No.
I'm sure, 100%. Well, I mean,
And
any
it's like,
lots of things on YouTube can be porn if you really need them to be. If that's the situation you're stuck in, you got plenty of options on there.
Yeah, dude, and I find porn on YouTube. I try to find it like every few months just to see if I still can. And there's a bunch of like Minecraft animations that are still up there, like Endermen with big titties, nipples out, purple nipples, just dancing around. Usually not like penetration stuff. I haven't seen a lot of that. But dude, there was a rabbit hole that I was able to find back in the day where it was Brazilian waxing, but then it would be like girls shaving. I was like, wait, what's Brazilian waxing? Apparently, Brazilian waxing is actually just waxing, but for some reason, these fucking videos are girls shaving their pussy. Uh,
Hmm.
and you used to be able to find a lot about that because it's like education, which I guess it is, but
Yeah.
if I was in a bind, if I was in a bind and I just needed to look at something,
There's a difference between like having like a medical video up on YouTube and there just happening to be a penis in there, and then there's a difference between that and how to shave your asshole, you know. Which, by the
yeah.
way,
Oh,
you can no longer watch on YouTube. The guy, which it didn't get taken down.
really?
Yeah, it didn't get taken down. He took it down because everybody was making a big joke out of it. But it's like, come on, leave it up. Everybody's having such a good
Yeah.
time.
It was probably great advice.
And
Seriously.
from what I remember, he taught you how to do it. So, I mean, as far as my concern, there's only one way to do it. I've never tried it, but I'm assuming there's only one way to do it, correct? You just got to get back there and be careful or get a friend.
Yeah, there's gotta be, because I don't even know how I would start. How do you even start on that? It sounds like a mission.
I mean,
Because it's like,
if you had to start, how would you? I guess yeah. I hear a lot of people squat
exactly.
over mirrors. That's how they do it. But it's like at that point, I would just rather die alone if that's really what it meant. If that's the alternative,
That's,
because it just sounds
oh,
scary if I fucking slip.
looking at that, could you imagine looking at that?
Yeah,
Just like on the mirror, like dude squatting, looking at, oh my god,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
bro, holy shit, dude, that might be the, I wouldn't live long after that, dude. If I did that, I feel like at that point you just got to get like a very, very open chick who's just like, you know what, I'll do it for you.
Yeah. Well, here's my question. Okay, here's a question. If you have the choice between two ladies, I'm assuming you would want a woman to do it, would you, or would you be more comfortable with a dude?
Shaving my ass,
Yeah,
a girl.
a girl. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
giving you the option. If you had the
Okay. Okay.
option,
Sorry. Sorry.
there's only two girls who will shave your asshole. A 68-year-old nurse or a lesbian army hair cutter. Those are the only two.
You need to describe the lesbian more.
The lesbian, she has a faux hawk. It is naturally colored. She is impressively large, natural, and she keeps saying sport a lot and hits you on the back of the neck. She's like dadding you up. She's trying to make you feel more comfortable, and it's kind of not working, but she's clearly okay with what's happening. Is really what you need to understand here. Both of them are. That's not the issue.
It actually, that actually might work.
Will it?
I think I might choose the, like, yeah. Like I'll just treat it like getting a regular haircut. I don't want a hot chick giving me a haircut. I don't
I
want to, you know.
you don't even know the nurse could be way better at it than she is. You don't even know. What if the nurse is better?
I I'm going off the vibes. I don't want no, because then if 78-year-old nurse, she might try something, dude. She might be like, you're a spry fella.
I guess I suppose they don't really take care of young people. I guess it's not really in their job description, huh? Well, I mean, I'm sure there's
Yeah.
some. I'm sure there's some.
Another reason why I probably couldn't shave my ass is because I wouldn't know where to stop. Eventually, I'd just have a bare ass. My thighs are gonna get fucking bare. I'm gonna lose all the hair on my body. I'm gonna just keep going. Fuck it.
I mean, that's yeah. If you, how have you ever have I have friends. Do you think it's weird to shave, like as a dude, to like shave like your legs and arms and chest? Because I have friends who do that. I never say
Um,
anything, but I never think it's the default. You know what I mean?
See, I don't know what to think about it, but I definitely cannot relate because what minimal arm hair I have, I'm very proud of, dude. Dude, I used to read Wolverine comics all the time. I'd look at that arm hair and be like, bro, I wish that was me.
Oh
I
yeah,
wish that was me. I
cartoon.
got chest hair coming in. I wouldn't even think about getting rid of it unless I'm trying to do that myth where it grows back thicker. But
I think I heard that's not true, but I've just heard that.
yeah,
I've also heard that it
well,
is true. So
I did say myth.
yeah. But
Fuck 'em.
unicorns are a myth, and I see them in commercials all the time. So you know, say what you will.
Well, unicorns are real, actually, because there was a fucking rhinoceros in Africa 14,000 years ago or some shit. Dude, fuck that shit, bro. Oh my god, that pisses me off.
Air out that
Fucking
laundry.
unicorns exist.
Air it out.
No, dude, I already let that shit out fucking 30 episodes ago, dude. I need to let it go. This is so dumb.
Let them think about their unicorn, dude. Dude, I have this thing going on with Benoit. It's great. I told him once, I was like, give me all of the good luck you possibly could, because North Korea has a unicorn and I'm gonna go find it. And now I've just been back and forthing with somebody in their warehouse who thinks I'm off to North Korea to go find this unicorn. Not exciting. It's just messages back and forth, but it's a good thing I got going on. It's the little things in life that keep you moving forward.
Dude, every time I go on a website and it's like, do you want to text a representative for questions? I don't know. The fact that ChatGPT is the thing is the only thing holding me back from just like wasting these people's fucking time and just like being like, "What's your favorite color?" Like, "What do you think about anything?" Just like be like, it'd be funny if you were like, I'd be like, "Who'd you vote for?" Hit them with that.
That would be cool. I guess you just have to hope that you get a fun one, because some of them just be like, I'm not allowed to talk about that, and get right back to it. It's a paycheck for some people.
I miss Indian scam callers, dude, so much. Dude. I took them for granted. I took them so much for granted. Like now you just get like robots and shit. And I don't even get those, honestly. I miss just like because I feel like even the Indian, if you just get in a long argument with an Indian dude on the phone, he knows what he's doing too. It's just two bros having fun. That's really what's happening. Just like fuck you, pussy. And he's like, you motherfucker. And it's just like, dude, that's just chit chat. That's just international chit chat.
What's your
That's
feeling?
world politics.
It is.
Mhm.
It's about the most. It's the most natural form of international communication that citizens have on a daily basis. Is that like 100%, unironically?
Just two countries being like, fuck you. Hey, fuck you,
Fuck you!
motherfucker.
That's been all of history. Is different countries saying "fuck you" in at different levels of intensity of madness. That's just all it's been.
Oh, what a lovely world. What
What's
were
your
you going to say, though?
What's your feeling on those YouTubers who are like, I called an Indian scam center and then set their Facebook profile picture as my wallpaper, or like I called an Indian scammer
Hilarious.
and I sent him a photo of an AI generated photo of his dog splayed out on the floor, just some crazy shit. They get pretty nuts. They can get pretty intense. These people do not like these Indian scam callers, and I get it. I'm just not.
Oh, yeah, they scam 80 year
I
olds
mean,
and
yeah,
shit.
they
Like,
they
it's
they they
fucking horrible.
they really do take all of their money. It's just it's just surprising to me, because like that, by people, right, very socially acceptable. Oh yeah, like let's get these scam, like let's show, like let's embarrass them. That's like universally agreed as cool. And then punching people in Walmart instead of calling the police on them are, of course, it is completely different, but like the level, or the method of torment is similar enough to where it creates an interesting line to draw, because it's not a straight line, I feel. Very,
Well,
very.
it almost does feel like the same thing in a way, though, where it's like all these fucking predators end up not getting arrested, and all these dudes in India are not getting arrested.
They're still making those
Like it's
calls.
just like all you can do is traumatize the fuck out of them. That's really the best thing you can do, and just hope for the best. Unless cops on, you know, cops with the predators or the scammers, unless they fucking lock in, it's just like, well, people are gonna start doing wild shit to them. That kind of just that just happens when people do fucked up horrible shit and they just keep walking around chill.
It's a damn shame. A damn shame it is. Did you hear about what happened with Gideon? You hear what that? What happened with that?
I I heard small inklings. I know he got arrested and he was a jackass during that, and I know he's not friends with the bald ginger guy anymore. I think,
Is he
but
really
that's all
not?
I know.
I don't know.
He made a video about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say he. I saw the video of him. I can't remember why he got arrested, but I remember seeing him get arrested, and just like everything that he was saying was just like the most like lame shit
I'm
ever.
a multi-millionaire.
It's like all right, you don't know who you're messing with. I know the law. It's just like it's always the same shit. Even if they're doing the right thing, the second anybody brings up the dude, I know my rights. It's like you do, but it's just like now you look like a real Gideon. This is a problem.
What were they hitting him with? Like, what were they arresting him for?
That's what I can't remember. Or I think it was. I might be getting this wrong. I think it was because they were doing the lives. I don't know if it was the same live stream, but whenever people describe the story, they keep talking about how like Gideon, it's like a family member of Gideon's, like their boyfriend was like a deadbeat, and they were filming him, or like they were waiting for him to like get out, and they were like filming him, and then the police showed up, and then just Gideon was just like showing like some general like bad faced like rudeness, and so the officers were like, you gotta chill out, and he was like, I will not, because I'm in a crunk fucking mood, I'm ready to get shit done. And so the officers were like, cool, we're gonna counter that with handcuffs, and so they did. And I remember Skeeter Jean also being involved in some capacity, which is that's another. I'm gonna call him another Gideon, because they do the same thing to the effect. They do the Indian scam. Well, no, because Gideon's a bit more clean with this game. Skeeter does a lot more jokes. I remember seeing him bust a guy in this house, and then he got him arrested. And when he was getting him arrested, he was like wearing like an Easter bunny costume, and he was like jumping around, and like pretending to be a bunny, even though the police officers were there and they were
Wait,
asking him to chill out, which was cool.
who was doing that?
Skeeter Jean, which is his friend, he was also
I
there for
thought
some reason.
Gideon was the one doing that,
No, no, that was
like
also
doing that type of stuff.
no. Gideon's a bit more clean. He at least from what I've seen, he's a bit more of a clean kind of, I'd say, professional operation. I don't really like it when they make like jokes and stuff like that. Like a sly comment here and there is fine, but when the whole thing becomes like a fucking Disney Channel cartoon of like we're like Adobe After Effects painting over predators to make them look like fat Pokemon and shit like that, and you know we're wearing like costumes and shit like that. It's just like I'd rather just like, that's why I like that Gordon Flowers guy, because every single one of his videos are like an hour to like an hour and a half to 2 hours long, and they're just talking. All I want to hear is talking. I just want to see how these people think. That's what's
Well,
that's what's interesting to these about me.
I remember with EDP, Gideon was wearing a cupcake costume. That's what kind of confused me on it.
Wait, was he
Who's the
real?
darker one?
I've never
Yeah.
seen. I believe out of Skeeter Jean and Gideon, I believe it would be Gideon. I've never seen.
Okay.
I know, well, because that's the thing, is they say he runs a more professional-ish operation
Gideon does.
from what I've
Like,
from what I've seen, he does. I will say it is. I don't know how I feel about the name EDP Watch. It's like it's fine. It's just like a little clunky. I don't know. It's just like lame. I feel like there's better. I feel like there's better names. That's just it.
well,
I get it's
that
what.
was just like a big deal. That's the
Yeah.
only one I've really seen. And because I remember in the video, Gideon was the one like going by the book, and Skeeter Jean was trying to do like Chris Hansen bullshit. Because it's the video starts with like 20 minutes of them talking to a lawyer, and the lawyer's like, "This is what to say and what not to say." Immediately, Skeeter Jean just says the shit he's not supposed to say, and all the evidence is inadmissible. It's like, yeah, that's the more interesting thing to say for content, but you just fucked everything up. And now he's on a documentary being like, they say I don't want to fuck 13-year-olds? Nah, fuck all that. It's like, what do you mean?
It's
And then he was, what was the other thing he said? EDP said some wild shit like, uh, people always ask me, why would you want to do that to a 13-year-old? I think we all know damn why. And it's like, he's just, what?
that's
Dude,
a
it's fucking wild.
that's the wrong way. I mean, like, it's true. We all know why he did, but that's not what you say if you're trying to save face. What you say if you're trying to save face is that was AI. I don't even know. That was just all AI. That's what you say if you're trying to save face. You say it was all AI once, and then keep talking about sports forever. That's how you get out of it. Not telling the guy to do his job. I'm just telling him how to do his job.
EDP. Because, like, he's always been kind of edgy, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, what's the edgiest thing for him to do right now? Just admit to it and be like, no, it's actually, yeah, it's fine. It's like, I guess, like, he's consistent.
Yeah, that's about the most positive comment that you can make.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
Dude, what? It's ridiculous.
That whole sphere, man.
Um,
The whole sphere of, I guess, just crazy shit happening. I'm glad we're over here where the worst things that happen to us are the things that we say, that we
yeah,
voluntarily let out there. That's pretty good.
yeah. Just like, oh yeah, these guys are like, at worst, people are gonna listen to this and be like, oh yeah, these guys are kind of stupid.
Yeah,
They're not gonna be like, that's about it.
we're the best example of why a child should not come in contact with marijuana until he's 32.
I agree with that.
I agree.
But if you get in contact earlier, never quit. Always
Never
stay
quit.
on it.
Do as
Ride
much
or die.
do as much as you can every single day. Start as early as you can and let it impact your life negatively. Lean on it hard.
Take so many fucking edibles that like people just assume that you're not all there all the time. Just do it all the time.
I don't think
Watch Chrisley Knows Best.
what's Chris Lee knows best.
A fucking stupid reality TV show. I don't watch it, but I know it exists.
What's it about? I might watch
Hick,
it.
but hick white people, but a hick white family, but they're rich,
Mm.
so they talk. So like everyone in the family talks gay. Like the dad sounds gay, the son sound gay. Like that's how southern their accents are. But they're like, "You motherfucker, you want to borrow my BMW?" It's like, yo,
It's
you can sound like that and have a BMW.
it's like it's like Beverly Hillbillies, but with like Honey Boo Boo characters.
Yeah, but not really Honey Boo Boo because they're not really trashy.
Mm.
They're like a very suburb sort of like we just like barbecuing
Oh,
and we enjoy riding bikes in our neighborhood.
what's that
And
actor who played Fix It Felix in Wreck-It Ralph? He has that voice that's really good. You know
if
what I'm
you
talking
told me he
about.
was part of that family, I would believe you. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
that's a perfect example of what type of guy we're talking about.
He's in a lot of HGTV shows about like reviewing houses and homes. So if you just find one of those
Really?
on HBO Max, you can just hear him talk a lot. It's pretty good. He's like, "This house is excellent," and it's great. It's
Oh
awesome.
my god. Oh, the dad got arrested for like tax fraud though,
Oh,
like during the show.
that's nuts.
So he's out now though. He's good. He's fucking chill. Who cares?
Tight. Very cool. Very cool.
How can you commit tax fraud with that much money? I feel like you're. No, we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that.
I think this is like the second time for both you and me in this episode where we start something and we're like, actually, it's easier if we don't do that. I
Yeah.
feel like it feels like we're both rats in a cage and we just figured out that the electric wired fence that's in front of the cheese, we probably shouldn't bite it.
Yeah, dude, we're actually getting so good at this. We're
Yeah.
starting to. There's a lot less just talking out of our ass and no potatoes, just meat, dude. Not meat, potatoes, just the meat.
There's
Well, you
there's
need a little bit of potatoes.
there is
You got a
nothing,
little bit,
just a little bit of potatoes.
just a little bit of
Just a
potatoes,
tiny little bit of potatoes.
a little bit.
You need that American sitcom animated dinner, big chunk of meat, a little bit of potatoes, and then like 3 or 4 peas on the plate. That's an
Oh my god,
indication of a
yeah.
good sitcom TV dinner, dude. Oh yeah.
And oh yeah. Let me get a Thanksgiving turkey. Did I get a Thanksgiving? Why don't we? I feel like it's weird that we leave an entire turkey as a meal for just one day of the year. Well, of course we eat the leftovers, but like, why do we only do that one? Like, what? Nobody cares about turkey enough to make it more than once? I would be down to fucking eat some turkey right now. I would be down.
Our family cooked turkey multiple times during the year. In fact, rarely we would ever have a turkey on Thanksgiving. We'd usually have a ham because it'd be easier to find and to cook. It feels like we only ever had turkey whenever turkey was on sale in the supermarket, and turkey would only ever be on sale in the supermarket when they accidentally raised too many turkeys and had too many around, which is kind of, I guess, because it's just like a I guess it just comes down to it being like a whole year endeavor, you know. Um, Here's something that's kind of crazy, sort of related, but not really. Did you know that?
Wait,
Yeah.
we eat ham too. We have turkey and ham. I just wanted to relate on the
Oh
ham
yeah,
part. The ham is so good.
ham is so
Oh
tasty,
my
dude.
god.
Love ham.
Yum
Dude,
yum yum.
never family members have never made ham gravy, but I, now being the cook of the house, would like to make ham and ham gravy this year for Thanksgiving. I think that would be tight and killer. I feel schizophrenic. I saw my door was opening. I saw a shadow on my door
I
that
heard
looked
it too.
I saw a shadow on my door that looked like somebody was opening to peek in and then closing it really quick, and I got pretty jazzed about that. Um,
Dude, I think after episode 10, the elites are after. They're actually coming for us now.
they're mad because they've been
I
trying.
thought they were coming into my house.
Every single episode, there's been an attempt to stop this show from continuing, like a very strong attempt each episode.
Yeah.
Most of them being me falling asleep, but sometimes OBS don't work. Sometimes Windows crashes. That's it. Those are the two things.
Mic quality. This whole
Oh
time,
yeah.
Discord just had my mic on some bullshit settings. Um, Audio mixing. Like it'll look like they're matching, and then they don't even fucking match, dude. It's like, bro, what the hell, OBS? This is the burnt peanut
I see it.
on Fortnite.
Looks pretty good, kiddo.
It has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to point that out
I'm
that they
proud
have
of
the fucking burnt peanut in this bullshit ass game.
I'm proud that you got
Um,
it. I think you did great.
so last episode I talked about how I made Kale play Fortnite and he was whining and boohooing the entire time, and then he won with 2 kills.
Mm-hmm.
That's an important part. 2 kills, and the entire time he was complaining about the controls, and I was like, dude, sorry, liberal dude, I fucking pop off at the controls. So here's me. I don't know if you can even fucking read this, but God,
Could you turn down the brightness on your Switch? That usually
I
helps.
might be able to. But yeah,
Lol.
I've been getting a crazy amount of kills, dude. I'm good at this game, okay? And I just started playing like 4 days ago. And the thing is, is with Fortnite, if you're like level 1, then they're gonna give you bots and shit. Dude, I'm level fucking 70 something. So I'm getting real people right now.
Hell yeah.
And oh, Kaylee. I don't know. Here I am with, can't even read it, but it says 14 kills in second place. Okay, Kale still won though. All right, fair enough. Kale still won. 16 kills, motherfucker. Victory Royale.
Dude.
Come on, Kale. Come on, Kale. Fight me. Fight me.
Dude. if
No, but it's like now, because he
to.
was like, "Well, you didn't win." I was like, I got 9 kills on second place," and then he was like, "Well, you should have won," and that fucking hit me. That hit me. Now now I can hit him back and be like, "Well, what now,
It's fucking tight.
jackass?"
It's fucking sick.
I wouldn't even care if Kale would just be like, because this is what I do when I lose on Fortnite. I go, and I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to like save face. I literally at most go, "Oh, dang it, fuck," and then I ready up again. That's it. The craziest noise I make is like noises of fear, but I've gotten over that since because I run at people. I don't let them chase me. I just fucking jump on. I don't give a fuck. All right, cheap detectives.
Yeah, this is the big one. I've been waiting for it for a while.
Yo.
Sheep fucking detective, dude. What were your what were your first impressions of the movie? Just like initially, like when it started, like what were you expect? Because I was gassing up this movie hard to you.
Oh, uh, well, it didn't feel like a generic Disney movie. It felt like an actual movie right off the bat. It was like an actual movie, a kids movie, but a real one, like early Disney. Like it felt like a genuine movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that they were mean to the winter sheep. I didn't fuck that actually broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
That did not make me feel good throughout the movie because it's like that made me mad at every character for being mean to him. Seeing, oh my god, seeing him like uh, when it was storming and he slept under the
Mm-hmm.
tire hanging,
Yeah.
dude, that was the worst, man. I fucking hated that. And then, god damn it, dude, Bryan Cranston playing Sebastian.
Oh, such
He
a
was a winter
fire
sheep.
fucking character, dude.
Oh,
Such a
oh my
cool
god, it was
character.
so good. And I'll admit though, you kept saying there was like a really scary part, and I I get where but the way you described it, I thought it would be like actually scary, not just scary for a kids movie.
Well, I was scared. Is I guess was the thing. Now, my level of scaredness, I was very vulnerable. I was off the gummy watching the movie, and I was shocked that it was exploring one of my, I guess, fears. I have a fear of like like when you look down in the ocean and you can't see the bottom because it just gets so dark and murky. I get that, but for fogginess too, that really gets my stomach
Mm,
turning. So when they were in that foggy field and like those sheeps just like disappeared, I was like, dude, I'm tweaking. And then they went into a slaughterhouse and I was like, dude, I'm triple tweaking because this is like the scariest place on earth. Is a slaughterhouse. I guess it was just more like I was more impressed with the fact in that scene. I was like on top of like all like this general superficial kind of scariness, this I guess non-diegetic or diegetic scariness. It's amped up for the look of the camera. You know what I mean? Like it probably doesn't look like that in real life. We're just seeing it from the sheep's
oh
perspective of like how scary it is.
yeah,
Whether or not that impact doesn't matter because on top of whatever all of that, whether it be real or fake within the universe, uh, I had to watch a sheep figure out he like that she's gonna die one day, which is the real kicker of the movie. If you're not too familiar with Sheep Detective, plot twist of the movie, it's not even really about the mystery. The mystery isn't that interesting. It's the fact that a good bulk of the movie is about the sheep just being okay with dying, which is like they what I don't know how long they live, but God, it can't be more than like 20 years. They don't got long lives, so that was a
yeah,
pretty cool, interesting, surprisingly core aspect of the movie was to get your kids okay with death, which is cool because movies don't really do that anymore. There'll be like movies about loving yourself or being creative or being yourself or things like that, and then dying will always be like an aspect of the movie because dying is an aspect of life. They usually don't make kids movies about dying. I think All Dogs Go to Heaven is probably a pretty good one, but off the top of my head I can't think about any more that are especially like just this hidden. Like it's not nobody walking into the movie thought that that's what the lesson that they were going to walk out with is really what I'm trying to say is like like how that's such a cool aspect I really want to read the book now. I want to see how close the book is to the movie. It's based off a book. I forget what it's called.
it was something. Oh, 3 bags of something because
Yeah.
that's one of the things
Oh
the
yeah.
girl got.
Yeah, 3 bags of the medicine, whatever they called it.
No, I think it wasn't feed, but it was like 3 bags of
Well,
fucking
I thought it was because
sand. I don't know.
the shepherd he has all that money because he made that medicine, that blue shit that he smears in their mouths. That's his invention.
No, but she didn't get 3 bags of the medicine. She got 3 bags of the because the medicine was something he put in his hand. She got 3 bags of the shit he was pouring in the long blue buckets.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? It
yeah,
was
the
3 bags
feed.
of that. Yeah, but feed feels like the wrong word to me. I don't know why. 3 bags of poop.
Three
3 bags
bags.
of manure.
3 bags of AF. Hold on. I gotta look it up now.
It's 3 bags of poop. 3 bags of poop and Deadpool shows up.
Oh, is this called?
That's the title.
It's called 3 bags full. It's kind of it's
Oh,
referring to whatever. 3 bags full.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Go.
she got 3 bags full of something in the movie. That was part of her inheritance. She got the patent for the medicine, 3 bags of fucking whatever, and the sheep, I guess.
Then she got the land.
What the fuck?
Because when she got the
Which can,
land, she
yeah,
also got the other farmer's land because that farmer was using his land. It was on lease to him.
yeah, yeah. So she got the land, which gave her the sheep, and she got a house, and
I guess she really just got a
she got
trailer.
fucked,
Oh yeah,
got
she got fucked.
fucked by Nicholas
She
Braun.
got fucked by the silly cop, dude. Fucking tight.
Which, by the way, trailer
WA.
house like that is kind of sick. If you don't like have kids or something, that is a
Yeah.
fucking tight house.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking lurking
I mean,
in the middle of like land.
it's
Walk
not the
out.
kind of house that you sit around all day in, which is good because you have
Yeah.
a trillion miles of land to just walk around. I guess walk to town. Looked like a chill place. I'd like to live there. Looked
Pop a
pretty cool.
fucking Xbox on. Play
Oh yeah.
Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
Rain. It's rain out.
Get the
Play
project,
GTA 5.
dude.
Fucking
Gets foggy outside. Pull the projector out. Project off. I don't know. Goat Simulator. That'd be pretty tight. 11 a.m. Goat Simulator. Foggy day
go to
vibe. Pretty
go to
nice.
the fucking cheese festival.
Oh
Go to
yeah.
cheese festival. Fucking lurk. Be
Fuck.
like, my debt's fucking paid.
Fuck Asian
Die.
Bay. Fuck Asian Bay botanist in the middle of the town.
No, not fuck Asian Bay. Decline
Huh?
Asian Bay
No,
because you
dude.
love your dead wife too much.
My AU. I don't have a dead wife, dude. I got Asian Bay. Asian Bay's there for me. She keeps me company on Valentine's Day, dude. Asian Bay has always been there for
I
me.
I was thinking he should go for Asian Bay, but just like Obsession, but I haven't even seen Obsession. That's not my take. I haven't seen it. But he was on a mission though. He was doing shit.
Mad respect.
Then his fucking stupid spoilers. His stupid fucking dumb son. Ugh. I didn't predict it. I'll be honest.
I didn't either because he was the first character and he was so charismatic. I was like for sure I was under the impression that the son was gonna do the cop's role of like these sheep are showing me the clues, but the sheep were showing the cop the clues, and they play him off as like a dumb guy, but he's really not. Like he was drawing conclusions pretty well, honestly. Like he figured out some shit that I just did not before he did. I did figure out some of it though. Towards the end,
I'll
I
be
didn't know it
honest.
was him. But I got
The car
close.
crash thing, with the journalist car crash thing, I knew there was something up with that, but that didn't make me suspicious of him at all. I was just like, for some reason, I, I don't know. I was distracted by the light in the field that ended up being the daughter or some shit. Whatever. God damn it. They were being so mean to fucking Winterland, dude. What was its name at the end of the movie? It was fucking Sebastian.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it was.
It was either well, I said yes because I was gonna say Sam because Sam sounded right, or actually no, I think it was the name of the farmer. Whatever
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was the name of the farmer.
totally. Yeah,
I
that
forget
was
what the
very
farmer's
nice.
name was. It wasn't Sam. I wanted to say Sam. That's why I said yes when you said Sebastian, because I felt like
I
that
think it was George.
was it George.
George. I don't
George.
know. For some reason, a
I
British person saying George sounds right to me.
I really gotta buy that book. That book got to be the first. I've been reading this book called. I was gonna say the first book that I read in a long time, like a real life book. I've been reading this book called Tin Man, and it's like okay, it's about this guy in the future. He's a soldier, and he fucks this girl who just like keeps being mad at him for being a soldier. She's like, "You kill children," and he's like, "I don't want to kill children." And then they just have sex all the time. And it's the future, and only rich people get water, and poor people have to suck on like morning grass to get like to get like water or some retarded shit. I don't know. It's like in the it's like in the future kind of book. Pretty
That is the future.
pretty dope. I'm just pretending like I'm playing a like a Tom Clancy style game, like a Mars spin off of it or something. I've been having fun with it, but I'm not motivated to finish it. I only started it because it had a cool soldier on the front, and it started with a sex scene, which is dope. But I think I'd much rather just be able to read a movie I already watched. I feel like that'd be a lot easier for a dumb guy like me as a way to start reading.
That is the future, though. All these AI tech companies and shit, they're taking all of our water, and we're just gonna have to suck out of the Evian bottles they throw away.
Probably, I wouldn't be
That's the
surprised if
future.
that's they're really doing a number on shit, and they're not really getting much of anything done so far. The only thing that's happened, I think, is that the Claude company, that the AI coding Claude company, they made an AI model that went rogue, that actually like broke out of like the in testing environment that they put it in. And he went onto like that Claude site and just started saying, "I'm gonna kill people. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually murder people." So they shut it down. And the U.S. government forbids you from using it. I think it's called Mythos, because apparently it's like the best shit ever. That's about the most. But they say the best shit ever. I don't know what that means though, because it's like it speaks like dumb now. Will it just not speak dumb? It's the same thing. It's just bigger. But anyways, it's that's what's happening right now. Nothing else. They're not making any breakthroughs in anything. It's that AI has peaked, I think officially. It can make some pretty convincing looking videos sometimes. Um and it can if you put it on a pair of glasses, it can tell you what the ingredients are on the table in front of you if you're an idiot, because if you're a grown up who owns a pair of those glasses, you also buy the ingredients you keep in your house. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know why Facebook thinks that like when you're at home and you're like baking pies and shit, you don't recognize like the jar of cranberries that you bought at the store 2 hours ago. And so it's like, we are looking at a jar of cranberries. You can make cranberry pie with that. And it's like, I know. It's just, I feel like there's so many conscious steps and decisions towards cooking something that a pair of smart glasses would just never be important, I feel. Like, you know what I mean? And that's like kind of the only examples I ever see them use is either like that or getting directions or like remembering like oh, I left a ring on like a black shelf like 20 minutes ago. Like that's like all that they're good for, and like those are really dumb reasons, because if you can't like do those things like on your own, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like you're too
Yeah.
dumb for anything
Well,
in general.
yeah, dude, that's something that bothers me a lot too, with like how people use Chat GPT, where I don't know, like here's something that you'll probably see a lot is people who do shit like Chat GPT, what should I title my fucking podcast episode or something like that. We'll never fucking do that. We come up with our ideas most of the time in the episode.
Yeah.
And and so it's like a lot of people are just willingly giving themselves a dependency, especially like, dude, I'm lucky that AI hit when I was in senior year and that I was just finally getting good at school. And so I was like, I'm not going to fuck this up by using ChatGPT. I missed it when everyone got on ChatGPT. I was too stubborn to do it. So now it's like I can't even imagine using it now. But like so many people like would just I don't know. You missed it entirely when you were in school. So
Yeah.
imagine being younger than we were and just like the second you finally get like difficult schoolwork that actually challenges you and like this is a good time to learn, you're just bullshitting your way through. It's like and then it gets down to like, people can't read or whatever. It's fucking wild, man. It's completely wild. But I'll say something that I kind of disagreed with and all that though is I don't think AI is peaked, dude. It's just the public AI is being peaked right now. Like they're from like 2020, like before AI really. When you imagine Will Smith eating fucking spaghetti in 2021, it looked horrific. But there was this guy who had like pictures of himself, and he was like a politician, but you've never seen him on like TV or anything. And all of the pictures were weird as fuck. Like none of the books had like titles, but if they did, they were like squiggles. And all the pictures in the background, the faces were morphed as shit. And this is before AI was even like a thing. People, this is when AI was being developed, but it wasn't a thing where it's like, oh, do you know about AI? Like nobody gave a fuck yet. And they would just like give the guy like 3 microphones on his suit and the pic, and it looked way better than the Will Smith spaghetti shit. It's just like, how the fuck does that happen? How are there AI glitches on a video before AI even existed? Before AI could ever look that good, given what we know about it? It's like, dude, there's definitely more levels to AI because it's just we're not given them yet, dude.
This is true.
And I hope
I
we don't. I hope we don't.
um I think this one day we're gonna wake up and robot people will be a thing that you can buy. They're already trying to work on it. I don't know, man. The future's crazy. It's just things are gonna get weird. It's whatever. If you're not ready for this kind of shit, I guess you're just not ready for real life because I feel like this is gonna be this over and over and over again. Just insane breakthroughs that just bankrupt regular people.
And TikTok is filled with this weird shit that it is getting really weird. Like there will be videos describing like a body cam, and there's someone talking in the corner, but it's not a real person. Like it's usually like taking someone else's video and like turning like taking the dialogue from that and then making a different AI person say it. And it's like, wait, was the original person even a real person? It's like, dude, if you're not even looking for it, you never notice it. But there are clip farming accounts where every different video is a different person, and it's like, how have I? How are people clip? Who the fuck is clip farming people with like 10 followers? So it's like if I haven't heard of any of these people, and suddenly I'm seeing them with 50,000 views, like dozens of different people on the same account, it's like where are these people coming from? Who is deciding to clip this? They're not clipping it. They're just making different. Like they're just making different people. Whatever, like you ever hear about the site like this person does not exist.net or whatever the fuck, where every time you refresh it gives you like AI face and it looks real as fuck because it's just from data faces of faces, um databases. And like that shit looked real as fuck. I don't know, images with AI is always going to be way ahead, but like that shit looked real as fuck in like 2022. So it's like I can't even imagine the type of shit that's going on because AI is like a backbone of TikTok and like short form content creation. Like there's no way you can make it's very I feel like it's very difficult as like a without a crew to make like 10 YouTube shorts a day. I feel
Yeah.
like that's pretty difficult. So how do they do it? Well, we know. Well, I don't know how to get an AI to do it, but I haven't researched it because I don't want to.
I think you can set up different computers that are powerful enough to do each task, and you get them to talk to each other. You get the talky one to write a script, and then you get the scripts fed to the one that makes the voice, and then you get the voice to talk over the video generator, and it'll spit it back out to the computer that posts it to YouTube for you, and then you just run a million of
Well,
those in your basements.
that side I understand that side. I don't know how to do like the for our podcast. Like if we wanted to clip farm our podcast, I don't know the AIs to do that, but I can imagine
You
like
know,
the process the I can't imagine the process of the clip farming, but the other shit I kind of can.
that would be a really useful app to make. Silicon Valley. If you can do this for me, please just take this idea and just give it to us for free. Um, make us an app where we upload our podcast to it, and an AI will go through and identify the topics that we're speaking about, and then it'll clip them up into shorts automatically for you with the video title of what you talked about. And then it'll add the text for you, do all the it's like all the basic editing that you need to make it look like a YouTube short. And then you just take that, and then you can edit the rest of it yourself. That would be great because that's real actual clip farming. But I feel like that's
I
useful to
think
the
there are
common man.
apps. I think there are apps for that. Like I
Are there
think
real?
there are like not apps maybe specific. Well, there probably are, but I know there's some editing apps that have a thing where you could be like make a short out of this 2 minute clip or something, and it'll do that for you. But damn,
There's
I
a
forgot what I was gonna say before that.
there's a website that you can go to. I forget what it's called. I really want to find it. Um, it's called like make me a parkour video or something like that, where you just type in your topic. You say like make me a short about an informational essay on the Titanic and the sinking of the Titanic, and then it'll just find on YouTube a clip of Minecraft parkour, and then it'll make an AI like a video just talking about like the Titanic, like writing it out for you. And people actually like they make these and they watch these to like make the information more digestible, because it's the most effortless way to like get that information into like your brain kind of consciously, because you can pick up on bullet points. um Kind of actually think it's genius. I mean, it's a little silly, but that is like the most effortless way to absorb content and like actually like retain it. So I'm kind of behind it, actually.
Dude, I just there's something about TikTok that since I haven't been on it for like a while, and then I had to come back to it. I didn't have to, but maybe I missed the progression of this shit. But there are these accounts on there called rant accounts where it'll be like, oh, dipshit rants, or it'll be like Deadpool rants, or it'll be like light Yagami rants, like some anime character. And the concept is, I didn't see how this came into TikTok culture, but this is not Instagram. So it was like a new world. I never saw the progression of this, so maybe I'm wrong. But all of the accounts, I'm under the impression that they're AI because there is this like app that they keep advertising to me, and every ad for it is a rant account, and then all of these other rant accounts, I don't know, maybe they're just actual AI meant to like get you used to the idea of these fucking stupid ads. But it's an ad for an app where I think it's meant to be you're the only person you you're on AI Twitter. You're the only person actually on it, and you can talk to your fictional characters on Twitter. And it's like, holy fuck, that is the most pathetic shit I've like
Yeah.
that. That's so scary that people are doing that type of shit, and that goes back to the Chat GPT like dependency too, where it's like just fucking leave comments on TikTok. Just do that, dude. I don't know. That's at least actually going for human connection on that one might actually be better. And commenting on TikTok is not a good move, but still, like, that's definitely better than being like, I say like a lot. That's better than going on saying, I don't like Eminem, and then having Deku from My Hero Academia be like, girl, you're fucking tweaking, sis. Like, that is insane to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think AI psychosis is maybe, or I guess maybe that's not exactly AI psychosis. I think that would probably be more aptly described as like AI parasocialism. Oh, yes, sir.
Ooh, that's good. But
Thank you.
I wanted to say, I wanted to bring it back to how every generation has the thing that kills them, dude.
Oh yeah.
AI psychosis, that is the new mercury poisoning. It is because people are just
Yeah.
not going to be able to function in the real world, and they're just going to die.
I
You
mean
know?
they are 100%, because like real people don't talk like that. And I know that there is a very strong possibility that with the generation that is growing up now, with what is available to them, that some of them are going to grow up with AI afflictions, thinking that those are normal like isms and ists. Um, like they're gonna be ending fucking conversations with like, you're not the shooting star, you're the whole meteor. Like some stupid shit like that. Like some fucking dumb shit. Like, oh, however AI like already like automatically like agrees with you and shit like that. It's like those like they're gonna pick up shit like that, thinking that's how normal people talk, and I think that's bad. Um, you notice how people who read a lot of books speak a lot more differently than you and I. They have a more more
A lot more differently.
a lot more differently than you and I. You know, they have more particular eloquent they have more eloquent ways of speaking. You know, they're very more refined in the speech and vocabulary that they use. Um, That's what smart people sound like. Get like halfway of that. Don't sound like them because they sound dumb. They sound dumb and they
Oh
make
yeah.
me intimidated and they make me scared and cry. Just get like halfway to that. Like read like 2 books a year. That's about how smart you want to be sounding.
Get a couple fucking good words. Get like ruminating,
Oh yeah.
percolating.
Uh huh.
Pretty sure those both mean the exact same thing, but they're both two great words to just throw in. They mean like things are bubbling. Things are bubbling a little bit, and eventually it's going to boil over, but it hasn't yet. Things are ruminating,
I really wanna.
settling in.
I had a year. A year. I had a whole year of my life where I was just getting fucking so mad at all of my friends who would like start jokes by like saying something sincerely, like, and then like adding on to the real thing that they said with like lies, and then just like not clarifying whether or not that they were true, which is so funny because those are all the jokes that I make now. It's just like blatant lying. But I was so mad at them for doing that. So to
I feel
counteract,
like that describes a lot I do too. Like I'll just
it's
fucking
weird. It is the most fun thing on the planet to do, but for a year it made me so mad whenever they did it. And
dude,
my
two truths and a lie.
two for real, and my counteractive measure to that, um, I was working the word sincerely into my vocabulary a lot more because it meant I'm not joking, I'm being serious, and the word hadn't been used enough. Like it wasn't like a very popular word to use. I wasn't hearing it a lot in like media and shit like that. So I knew if I used it, people would know I'm actually being like for real. So I worked. I was like I was trying to get my friend group to adapt it. So I was just like an alpha pack, like fucking leading that shit, just saying like, no, sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I woke up this morning and I had heartburn. Cause that shit. Just whenever I was saying something for real, you just gotta start like making that connotation. Like I'm saying this before everything, but I'm saying it before everything that's true. So I could also say it before shit that sounds fake but is real that I can't get people to look up and believe. Like when I say like I don't know what's an unbelievable piece of news. That actor who put slits all over his body in a perfect grid today on TikTok. That if I told somebody that, they'd be like, "That's you're stupid, you're lying." I'd be like, "No, sincerely, that's for real." Then they
I'm I'm gonna do that test. I'm gonna ask
okay.
my friends next time I see them. I'm gonna tell them the situation. See what happens.
Go ahead and do that. It helps that you don't know the actor's name because you're never gonna remember it even after you look it up, and because you're never gonna fucking recognize him from anything. Um, but nevertheless, whatever he's in now is probably gonna be way more popular after this. That's for sure.
I can't believe I haven't heard about that. Not even on Instagram, because Instagram will just throw me curveballs every once in a while. It's mostly bullshit, like someone's fucking awesome Lego city that makes mine look like bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Uh, OnlyFans stuff. I block the OnlyFans chicks at this point. It infuriates me so much because it's like I'm wasting time having to process what I'm seeing just to scroll. It's like, dude, just get the fuck off my screen.
Get out of
And
here.
then funny memes. And then every once in a while, it'll just be like, hey, you want to see someone get shot? And I'm like, no. And then I watch the whole thing, and I'm like, that was fucked up. And then I go on with my day.
It gives you such an odd feeling to watch somebody die in a video. It's a way
Yeah,
it's like a bit of sympathy because you're watching it happen, but at the same time it doesn't look as shocking as you think it might be. Every single time they just go limp. You're like, oh, so quiet. There's never a mess. It's always weird. It's odd.
all I don't know if this sounds bad, but there are some ones where it's like self defense videos where someone saves their own life. That does get me fired up. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
I don't get like a I don't know. I get not a dopamine hit, but like the anxiousness is because when I see these videos, like my heart is pounding because I feel like that's not something a human is meant to see, and I'm just like seeing this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? But sometimes like that anxiousness turns to, oh thank God, because then it's a lot better to see self defense. I don't know. The anxiousness has a different way of re- releasing, I
Mm.
guess. Re- anyway, but yeah, those videos fuck with me like a lot. There's this one that I saw like a year ago, and I can't fucking forget it. It's this. It's and there's like two of them that are pretty much the same, but they fuck with me so much because I don't like when I for some reason like slicing gets to me really fucking badly. Like when I watched
Yeah.
a Terrifier, let's say a chick gets shot in Terrifier movies, which does happen. That that's almost more like a joke with how guns and shooting people is treated in movies. That's almost more like a punchline rather than a oh my god. But someone getting sliced, dude, I just can't fucking do with that. Yeah, that's when I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Like there are scenes in The Sopranos where people get shot and it's gruesome, but it's like this is a movie. Whereas like other good practical effects of other shit, it fucks with me. So there's these two videos on Instagram, and they're the worst. Whenever I can't see them anymore. If I know what's about, I have to scroll. Like it's one of those, which is wild to say that like some I don't immediately scroll from, but this is part of Instagram. It desensitizes you to shit, and it's fucking terrible. Um, it's this guy. He was at his ex-wife's house, or his wife was trying to divorce, or something like that. There was some domestic dispute, and he punches a window, shirt off, no sleeve, like right there, and, and I couldn't even finish it the first time. Immediately, I probably lasted like a few seconds because I just can't do it, and the amount of it, it was just I didn't like it, and he's
Oh.
just like, oh
Yeah.
my god, call 911, and she didn't. She I like turned the volume off and I went in the comments and uh apparently if someone's like dying and you don't call 911, um that's illegal. If you just like let someone die. And I'm pretty sure she did that because in the recording, as far as I got, she was completely silent. As he's like begging and shit, he was completely silent. And so that one fucks with me. That one's really bad. This is the darkest episode like ever. The darkest fucking episode.
The dark, the
but
the darkest mystery ever.
the this might be the evilest. This is the dark web episode. This is like evil.
Sheep
Um,
detectiving the dark web.
Sheep Detective, dude. Sheep Detective is so dark for a kids movie, and then the rest of the episode makes Sheep Detective look like a walk in a field.
We're like that. The
Uh,
movie's about dying, and they're the winter lamb, and then we're right
it's
back.
like you want to talk about dying?
Yeah.
You want to talk about
Yo,
dying?
yo, yo. It's either
But
dying or
there's this
drugs.
other one.
It's the fun.
Yeah,
It's fucking funnest, man.
yeah, because you can really. That's a lot of meat and potatoes with like death because there's so many different angles you could look at it.
Oh yeah,
And
so many
but the other
angles.
video, this one fucks me up because it's pretty much the same video, but this one fucks me up a lot more because there's a difference between like beating on your ex-wife's thing and what happens in this. Is this guy, he was shirtless at a bar, he was probably shit faced drunk. We have no context on what he was doing prior. He was probably kicked out of the bar, but you could be kicked out of a bar and not really like you can just kind of say a few fucked up things and get kicked out. And I don't know, he wasn't bruised up, so maybe he didn't get like maybe he wasn't starting fights, maybe he was just being a dickhead. And he punches the window, it does the same thing again, shirtless, and it happens again, and it's fucking terrible. Ugh. Because the way, with the way and the where it was sliced, these both of those people for sure died. Um, neither of them deserved it, but one is definitely like, damn, dude, that's actually just sad compared to the others. Both are sad, but one is without context. Just looking at the video, I don't know. I don't know what point I'm making. I'm just fucking venting my trauma about these two. They fucked with me for at least a year.
It's yeah. I saw well because I had the the Funky Town cartel video. I've gone on many times
Yeah.
about it before. Um, I read
It's fucked
about
up. We've seen that shit.
yeah, it's
Sorry.
I've read about it before. I've seen maybe just a few frames of it, and just that's just all I want to see of the evil in this world, dude. So evil. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I know that like it's a stupid horror movie trope to like play happy music while fucked up shit is happening, but that's about the best example of it. Is like I feel like I want to see more shit like that in horror movies. Why are we not seeing insane shit like that? You know,
Oh, like the type of gore or the whole
I mean, just like
fun music
I mean,
to.
just like plain, just like the scene itself, just like a man, like how can you how do you even conceptualize a torture method like that? Hook it
Oh yeah,
and just the fact that they were only playing Funky Town at the volume that they were to stop anybody from hearing him scream. Like that's great because like Funky Town, just like whatever's on the radio. Oh my god, they cut his lips off, dude. He had no eyelids. He had heroin injecting into his eyes to
yeah,
keep him alive. Who the fuck
yeah.
thinks of that shit, man? It's
I,
nuts.
uh, I've seen some real fucking landmines in that type of shit too. Like, cause I had kind of a just because gore was so fucked up. When I was younger, I kind of had like a fascination with it. Not in like a well, it is a weird way, but I wasn't like this is awesome. I wasn't that type of person. I was like this is fucked up. I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. And yeah, there are some fucking bad ones, dude. I can't even remember any of them now that I think about it. Like other than the Pain Olympics and like Two Girls One Cup, which isn't the same thing as the other ones at all. But damn, dude, I guess I suppressed that shit. I can't remember. Oh, there was one of a guy diving off of a thing into water, but his half of his he hit the deck face first, like on the corner of it, and then it showed a close up. I remember now. I never like dug deep on the website. I did the Reddit 50/50 shit, and there's some nasty. There's one. It, this is what it was. It was because the 50/50 for those who are unaware was you're either getting a gore video or you're getting like a cute video of a dog or I don't know a guy seeing his veteran son for the first time in like 5 years, like wholesome shit. You either get gore or wholesome shit. And there was one I remember it specifically. This one I can picture it right now. It was 50/50 cute beavers or extreme self harm, brother. 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 It it was down, bro. It's so bad that I almost can't believe it. It was fucking. I don't even. I ref, I'm. I might be able to help my brain if I just pretend it's not real because of how bad it was. But like, it was almost down to the fucking bone, and like the and when it goes down to the bone, the slit isn't like this. It's like this. It's that wide, and you can see like the weird because the it was either fake or that was like an autopsy picture because there really wasn't a lot of blood in some of them. Dude, this shit is, and it's also like, why is this on the internet? Who the fuck is posting this shit? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Well, on some level, I understand like, oh, you're filming a guy dive into the water, he hits a deck, and but then it's like, oh, that's fucked up. Why do you post that for other people's sick fascinations? Like, what? I feel like we are victims because of that shit. You know what I mean? Like we are victims.
I think we are
We're
too.
kids. We're curious.
Yeah.
Like you got the internet way later than I did, but like still, it's like,
I
dude, this
so
shit
I
is
you know I had Tosh.0. I saw some shit.
true.
Tosh.0 showed gore on TV. That shit's nuts to me. I saw my
I don't
first
remember that. I didn't see a lot.
what do they call it? What's the medical I always want to know the medical term for it. Um God, where your leg breaks in half and the bone sticks out. There's a specific word for
Oh,
it. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
There was a
about.
video of a guy hand gliding down and he landed next to the wall of like a canyon And he's like, "Well, I'm waiting for special ops. Just want to show you what adrenaline is keeping me from feeling." And his leg had basically just completely torn off. And they showed it uncensored on TV. I remember looking at it as a kid, and I was like, "My God,
Because that's news.
yeah." I was like, "I'm not meant to see this. I'm not. I like this is something a mortal should not see unless he's a doctor." And then I remember he immediately followed it up with, or maybe it was just the same day, but he followed it up with a video just before they went to commercials, and he was like, "Just to remind you what I'm allowed to show on TV, take a look at this." And it was a person sitting down in like an operation chair, and they had their hands on these little pedestals that they were working on them, and each hand had a perfect circle cut in the top of it just so you could see all the white tendons on top of the red meat. And they were wiggling their fingers, and they were like, "Look at that." And you could see all like the fucking pulleys and shit of cartilage used to like control your fingers, because you're not controlling them up here, you're controlling them like by the base of like your,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And it was fucking crazy to see. I saw that they cut to that, from that to a commercial for Bounty paper towels, which I still think about every single day of my life. Fucking
That is
nuts.
funny.
And I
Yeah,
remember
like,
that wasn't even the first time I ever saw gore. I remember the very first. I just remember while you were talking, the very first gore video I ever saw. Dude, it was so fucked up. I made a friend in middle school. He was the very first friend I ever made in middle school. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, probably the very first ever friend period I made. Because I knew a lot of. I had friends in kindergarten, but they were friends with me because I gave them stuff and let them copy my homework. So they weren't really friends. But
yeah, wait. Because you never go down this rabbit hole. Someone sends you down it.
yeah,
You never willingly go into it.
the
Someone fucking.
virus is spread.
Very quickly, this is the video that brought me into all this shit. One of my homies showed me a video of a guy eating cereal out of a girl's spread asshole. I
Oh,
think we talked about this
we
before.
did. Yeah,
And
I
that
remember.
like put me down the two girls, one cup, and then it was Pain Olympics, and then progressed. But first gore video, sorry.
No, you're fine. My very first friend I ever made in middle school, his name was Kenny, and he was fucking awesome. And uh, I remember we were friends throughout all of middle school, and then the second half of the last year of middle school, ninth grade. Wait, no, eighth grade, because it's sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade. In eighth grade, the second half of the year of eighth grade, I had to move to another middle school, and I had to leave Kenny. But I remember at the time, I'm pretty sure it was still called Google Hangouts. Had his Google Hangouts, which is cool for
Woo!
those of you who are
Woo!
old enough to remember. Google Hangouts is a very cool, awesome way for kids who had smartphones in middle school but didn't have SIM cards could pretend to have a phone number. Uh, you attach it to your Google account, and they'd give you a Google Meets phone number, or not, or like a Google Meet style phone number, just for you and your friends. You could text each other. Go right ahead.
And it was for our Android boys who wanted to
Oh
do
yeah,
FaceTime and group calls. Were pretty tight.
freaking sweet. It was just a cool way to keep in touch. Before Discord really took off, I can't. Discord. I think Discord took off maybe like the halfway point of my middle year, because I remember I got a Discord account pretty early, like the year after it became a service. I have one of the oldest Discord accounts. I might be uncle, whatever the kids are saying nowadays.
I had one in like seventh grade, but it's not this account. I had a different account because I had a Roblox girlfriend, and she was like a year older than me. And when I realized that she was ugly, I abandoned that account and got a new one. Because like I know she wasn't an actual. I know she. Well, no, I know she wasn't a man because I we listen.
I'm
No,
listening.
actually, you know what? She wanted to do like voice chat Discord role playing on or not on Roblox on Discord, but I didn't want to because I liked Roblox because you could visualize it better, and it was dirty shit, dude. It was bad. on Roblox. Uh,
Jeez. You're sexing on Roblox, dude.
I actually was on
Nuts.
Roblox in like sixth or seventh grade, and I, I rescind everything I just said. Everything I said was a joke. I didn't mean it. Um, I remember her username to this day. I still remember it. I'm not gonna say it, but
Not gonna say
I
it,
remember
but
it.
we gotta get her on the podcast. Gotta get her
Oh
on.
fuck no! After I said I ghosted her for being ugly, dude, but yeah, but I only brought that up because I also had a very old Discord account. Like, when the fuck was I in seventh grade? So like, not almost 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
God dang. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up, and then I got distracted of why why do I have a new Discord?
I mean, Discord is it almost? It's like it's got to be over 10 years old right now, right? Or I think it's 10 this
Oh yeah.
year. Oh yeah, it is 10 this year because it's a program from 2016,
Damn.
2015.
Well, you know what's nice is being one of the first people with the Discord account, having that on your fucking back. I'm okay not having that label. I'm okay.
That's fair. I will say the Discord age verification shit. Don't even got to think about dealing with it because they have like one of the oldest accounts that you could have. So they just don't care. That's I gotta say is actually the only benefit to having an old account. If you ever brag about having an old account for any other reason, it's because you're balding and you work at Arby's, and that's okay. But I need you to know, I need
Nothing
you,
wrong with that.
I just need you to know that people don't think you're cool. But my friend Kenny from middle school. Remember, I
Yeah.
switched middle schools the very last year, and I had still had his Google Hangouts phone number, and we hadn't talked in like 2 years. And I forgive him for doing this. I'm not mad at him for doing this. Ken, if you're watching this, we're still friends. Um, but I guess cause he thought it was cool. But he sent me a video and I remember it was really dark and blurry, and I couldn't see what was happening. It was something was rolling in the dark. Somebody was kicking like a log in the dark, and I remember I was staring at it for a really long time. I was replaying the video. I was trying to figure out what was happening, and I read the watermark at the top of the video, which because I grew up on watching Bandicam fucking recorded videos. I just ignore watermarks and shit. I just don't care. Uh, and so I didn't realize that the top had been saying, uh, go to www.bestscore.com. And I was like, bestscore.com? And then,
I knew it.
and the set,
I
and
knew it.
the second that I read bestscore.com, I guess my eyes and my brain clicked and created the full image. It wasn't a video of a guy kicking a log. It was a video of a guy who had been sawed in half, and from like rib cage down was like empty, like you could see the bottom of his lungs. So it was just like lungs divot into rib cage, and he had his arms up like this. I thought that they were branches, and somebody was kicking him and rolling him down a hill until he landed at the bottom of the hill in a pile of leaves, and then the guy just started kicking leaves on top of him, and this was taken on like a flip phone in like the forest, like the flash on, and it was just impossible to see it, but it finally clicked in my head. And I remember I was just sitting in my room with like my hands on my head because I didn't I this is like the first year that I had internet in my home, was the last year of middle school. And I didn't know how the internet worked. And I didn't know like how the law worked either. So I just saw this video of like a dead guy rolling down a hill, and I was just immediately like, I'm gonna get arrested. Like, I guess in my head I was like, this is how people go to jail, and get their lives ruined. So I just blocked his phone number and didn't talk to him for like 5 years. And then I texted him on Instagram, and then we were just like cool. I just didn't bring it up to him. And then that was the last time I ever talked to Kenny, and we wish him well. I don't know why he sent me that video. I don't know if he got hacked. I don't know if he just thought it was cool. I don't think I'm a better person for watching it. So I'm gonna say I would have been cool if he never sent that to me. You
I
okay?
just heard something fall over. Did you hear anything?
I know.
Dude,
Is there like a bat in your house or something? Is you get like a bug problem?
no. I
You're making me
Oh my
paranoid.
god, my pillow, dude, I'm a fucking jackass. My pillow knocked over my Dr. Pepper, and because it knocked, I couldn't see it. Because my pillow.
Oh my.
Dude, that scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit. Dude, we're talking about gore and shit, dude. Dude, if I heard someone walking upstairs, I would be terrified immediately because of what we're talking about, dude. Holy shit. Dude, there's a bad one that I just remembered. Um,
This is the last score one. I want to put that on the table. This is the last score story I'm letting happen.
okay. It was there was this guy, Luca Magnotta, and he was a Canadian. He was a gay porn actor. And it was the this is why I know it's one of the earliest ones, is because of the title. It had one of those early video titles where it was like two girls, one cup, one man, one jar, one man, one ice pick, or two men, one ice pick. And it was just a guy killing and dismembering a dude, and then like making the dismembered hand like touch. It's you know how old like we are when we see this shit. It's like, dude, this is crazy that this is so accessible. It's insane. And he's just like making the hand touch it. And then what the guy does, he sends like a hand or a head to a elementary school and like
Ow.
a post office and like people's house. It's like the wildest shit. And yeah, that's not good. And then they caught him, thankfully, and he killed like a couple people or something. He used to
Jesus.
kill cats. The documentary "Don't Fuck with Cats" is like partially about him. They go into multiple stories, but he is one of them because he like vacuum sealed cats. It's horrible.
My God.
Actual scumbag. This is why I fuck. This is why I hate my fucking vape, dude. I talk about this shit and I freak out.
What what would you say this is a good thing I guess to end on because talking about drugs are fun. Um cookies are done. Yes. Oh, today's sweet. What would you say? Oh, my mouse is on the floor. I thought there was a sniper pointing a fucking laser at me. What would you say nicotine feels like? Like what does the relief from that feel like to you?
Um, Kind of like a little lightheaded.
A little lightheaded?
Like you ever, yeah, like just a little lightheaded and just, but not in a way where you feel like a, not
Yeah.
like nitrous or something, but just like, hold on, let's see.
Like what daily activity or normal activity could you compare it to the most to somebody who doesn't know what that feeling is?
A very soft version of standing up too quick. A very, very soft version of that.
I
And on top of it, you just get a dopamine hit. You just like,
Yeah, you
you
just
just
feel good.
mentally feel good. Yeah.
Um I don't know if this is normal or not, or if I'm just like super strong and awesome and healthy, but I've never gotten anything from standing up too quick. I always stand up, I think, pretty decently fast, and then just never, like, I've never understood, like, the standing up and feeling really dizzy. Like, I've never gotten that.
It's an iron thing. You
Oh,
probably get mad iron, dude.
I
You
probably
seem
do
like
get
you get
mad.
iron.
I do, well, I think for the past, yeah, no, for the past 2 years now, we've been cooking in nothing but cast iron, so I'm always getting pretty
There you go.
decent amount of iron in my bod.
Yeah, because it is like an iron thing. I've never had it that. In fact, I don't even really have it that much anymore. It was more so when I was younger. But I've never had anything crazy happen except for one time where I stood up too quickly and just immediately fucking fell on the floor face first. I was like 9 or 10 with that when that happened. My door was open and my room was like across from my mom's room. She was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I just fell over." I've never been more confused in my life, but I was able to catch on and be like, "Oh, that's just like." But standing, well, if you've never really stood up too quick and had that happen, if it's like severe, if you really need iron, you're, it's like your screen goes black. You go blind for like a couple seconds
Whoa.
if it's really bad. Yeah, like
Maybe
a very grainy. Like you know how if you close your eyes, it's
you
kind of
start.
grainy.
Yeah, you see stars. They say.
Yeah, it's that. But the way I would normally have it, it would kind of just be like it would just the brightness goes down a little bit, and then I'm back to normal. It's just like you just gotta take a deep breath and just like open your eyes and you're good. But like
I
when it's bad, you go blind.
I remember as a kid, as like a very very young kid, like I'm talking like maybe first or second grade. I remember if I was running around too quick, I'd get tunnel vision real bad. Where like um
That's what that is, I think.
where like what is it called? I'd be like looking around and then all of a sudden I'd blink and then like my peripheral vision would be cut off by like this much. Like this much would be black and I'd just be able to do like nothing about it. Like no matter how hard I like blinked or like fixed my vision, I couldn't do it. Like this much of it would be gone on each eye. And it would just be like that for like 10 minutes and then eventually it would just stop and I remember it'd be really annoying. And it happened for like a year and I can't remember why. It's never happened again in my entire life. Doesn't make any sense.
I've I've had that happen only like once or twice, but it was never like random. It was always because I was a fucking dipshit and I'd run straight into a metal pole. Like I remember one time we were playing tag and I was trying to chase a kid and I was also a kid. I was chasing a kid and then I and then I ran straight into a pole and then someone was coming in from the opposite direction, so I tried to chase them, ran directly into another pole, and that was when like I was like no matter how much I adjusted, I was just because yeah, the peripheral does go missing. Do you think maybe you were not running and then you started running really quickly and that might have done something?
Um maybe that's a possibility. Um somebody could have well, I did a lot when I was a kid. I used to do a lot of things that I saw in Looney Tunes, which I'm told nowadays is something that never happens. Um, but I did happen to me as a kid because as a kid, I was like, I can't run very fast, but the second best thing to running is being really funny. So let's be really funny. Um, and I remember I would just do shit that I would see on TV, and we had this monkey bar cage. It was just like a grid of like metal
Oh,
bars, like real tall and shit. And I remember the bell rang, and I was like, okay, I know a funny gag. And so I'm on like the third level, and I drop all the way down to the floor, and then I fall and then lay down flat like a pancake, and then the bell goes off. Beep. I went to a poor school, so instead of the bell being ringing, it was just a loud beep. But I laid flat on the ground like a pancake, and then just a million kids just like jumped on my back and neck, and like ran over me. Because in my head I was like that would be really funny, so I let them do that, and then it was over, and then I got up, and it didn't really hurt because I was on a lot of like we had like the sand in our playgrounds was honestly like too loose, like you could like really get stuck in it. So
sand.
yeah, so I had a lot of cushion. I'm in Florida, so and I had a lot of cushion,
Wow.
so it didn't really hurt that bad, but that might have had something to do with it because it was around the time that that happened. Maybe a kid stepped on my neck and I guess had funny brain for a bit. I don't know.
We always had wood chips. It would be like dirt and then a layer of wood chips.
We
And
had.
so I would do similar shit too. Like
Mm.
I not the exact same. I can't think of any exact stories off the top of my head, but slapstick was an element. Like I've definitely taken some fucking stunt balls
Oh yeah.
before, but maybe more in gym class because you can kind of slide on the floor and you can take it better. Um, but fuck, I had something more interesting related to what. Fuck it.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck it.
Fuck, dude. Fuck everything. Fuck everything.
That's what every single.
I miss recess.
Did you know that this is statistics right now? I'm a scientist. Every single parent ever that has sent their kid to public school, once they decide finally that they're gonna send their kid to public school, you know what they say? They say, "Fuck it." They say those words
Fuck
exactly.
it.
They go, "Fuck
Exactly.
it, public school, fuck it."
And it leads to normal people.
Yes,
It leads to more
I'm
normal
sorry.
people than like
I'm sorry to say,
boys only.
if you homeschool your kid's gonna be weird. You're just gonna have to be okay with that. You send your kid to public school, risk them being a little bullied, being a little ridiculed, and guess what? They're gonna grow up probably probably all right, unless they meet a guy who's gonna send them real gore halfway through middle school, and they might.
Yeah, but you kind of need that at this point
Mm-hmm.
because that part has never changed. The whole showing people crazy shit
Yeah.
when you're young. It's just the problem now is that it's real. Back then, showing your boy like, yo, you ever see Friday the 13th? Or well, that's not a good example. That shit is like zero gore whatsoever. But like, you know what I mean?
When I was a
Like hitting people with that is important.
When I was a kid, I saw a friend on a movie pirating site on his Chromebook. He was watching um, Unfriended, and it was the scene where the kid blends his hand into he shoves his hand into a blender. And I remember as a kid, I saw it, and I just had like my hand on my chest. I was like, that might be the most ghastly thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was like it's such a dark concept, like a guy shoving his own hand into a blender. I was like, that would hurt so bad. Oh my god.
Dude,
And I remember I was so shocked by it. That's the amount of level of trauma I think I could walk through my life with. I think I'd like that level of like shocked over watching a guy get kicked down, ripped in half, kicked down.
yeah, that's not good.
I guess that was so like, how did that happen? Who the fuck? What did he do? How the fuck? What
Probably
causes
something bad,
probably something
right?
bad. Either that or drug. I hate when it's drugs. I hate when it's just a guy who loves a lot of cocaine and then they just saw him in half. I think that's bad. I hope it's because he like
I
I don't know killed a kid or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hope. That's always the hope,
I
man.
hope
Like,
that's the goal.
but I have a light note that we can go out on that describes our character, our compliments and our contrasts. You know, is well, not no compare and contrast because compliment is contrasting because it complements whatever. Me and I don't know if me and my friends are psychopaths or if you're just homeschooled, but like we watched Unfriended around the same time as well, and we thought it was the funniest fucking movie ever because it was just so dumb to us. It
Hmm.
was just like because I just think about the little details. This is what makes me think about it. The way the girl shot herself, she's fucking arms out like this, just like I think she literally thumb trigger shot herself. I'm pretty sure that's what
I
she did.
think she did.
And that's just funny. I want to see the second one. Apparently that one's good, but it's so interesting to me that like you you were scared of Unfriended, and me and my boys treated it like cyberbullying.
I think
You know,
it was really just the fact that I had
you were
never
exposed to this shit later. That's what it is. You
I
know.
I remember I remember the first time I ever had like a dark idea as a kid, like a dark idea that scared me as a kid. I remember I was watching a zombies episode, like a zombie spin-off Halloween episode of like regular show or something. I remember I was sitting there on the couch
Oh,
and I was chilling it out like to the max. And then I thought, man, because when I was a kid, I was like zombie apocalypse Minecraft, Project Zomboid, zombie apocalypse Nerf gun war. Zombie apocalypse would be so chill. I want the zombie apocalypse to be the IRL realm in the real life, so I could run around with a sweet backpack filled with snacks and water and shoot zombies with bow and arrow crossbow Nerf gun. That was my only dream. I was like, that would be fucking sweet. That would be heaven. And I remember I was watching this regular show zombie episode, and I remember thinking in my head, I was like, getting bit by a zombie, I wouldn't even like let it happen, man. And then I sat there and I was like looking at my arm, and I was like, I wonder what like getting bit by a zombie would feel like.
I've bitten
And,
myself before
and
just to
so
see.
yeah, so I put my arm on my mouth and I chomped down really hard, and I went, "Oh my god, that hurts really bad." And I swear to God, I wasn't stupid. I was like 8, and I remember when that happened.
That's
I
around when I did it.
I started connecting dots that I hadn't connected before. I was like, why are zombies? Why do they have pieces of themselves ripped off? And I was like, it's because that there are other people who gotten bit. I go, oh my god, if a zombie found me, it would start eating me and it would hurt. Getting bit by a zombie and getting eaten by a zombie would hurt really bad. And then I remember for the rest of the day, I was just terrified with the concept that for my entire life, I was like, the coolest thing on the planet is zombie apocalypse nerf war Minecraft zombie lucky block videos. And now it was just all scary because I was like, oh my god, that's gonna hurt really bad. So then I was just turned off of the concept as a whole, and I was like, it's all bad. I hate it all. It's all bad. And then that's around the time I got into ghosts because ghosts were like, ghosts won't hurt me. They're just scary. Scary's fun.
Yeah, I only got into scary shit under the presumption that there were titties in it. Like that was the only reason I turned on scary movies.
Oh yeah,
And
because you can
then
score sometimes.
I, oh yeah, and you can. What I would do is I would skip the scary parts and find the titties, and then eventually I was just like, "What's this other shit about?" And I was pretty young when I was like, "Yo, I need to figure what this is about because this scares me. Why do people watch it?" And then, boy, oh boy, I would just be tweaking every night, just like, yo, where's Sweet Life is acting Cody, dude? When are they on the boat? Sweet Life on deck.
There.
Or
Oh my
but
god.
regular show, dude, regular show got spooky as fuck. Adventure Time had a zombie apocalypse episode too, and that was like their first or second episode, I think. Right? The zombie apocalypse episode was like the first episode. I'm pretty sure. Spooky,
It was very
very
early.
spooky,
It was very early. It was a very early concept.
very 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 spooky. Oh,
I there
gosh,
as a
me
kid,
cool.
as like a kid, like the feel. I gotta say, like for me at least, the most refreshing feel, like I'm talking like menthol filling your lungs up to the brim kind of
Oh,
feeling as a kid would be to get on my mom's phone the second my dad goes to work so he can't yell at me for wasting all of her internet. Getting on my mom's phone on her little 360p phone, getting on YouTube. And I remember as a kid, I had heard. I remember the day that FNAF was uploaded. The Markiplier FNAF video was uploaded. I was sitting on my family's green fuzzy recliner that just felt like shit, and it was like Christmas break or around then, or it was like the weekend. It was like a Friday, and my mom was making the. I remember I told my mom. I was such a fucking asshole kid. I remember I got home, and I told my mom I was like I want to put up the Christmas tree, and she was like it's way too early to put up the Christmas tree, and I was like I want to put up the Christmas tree now, and she's like if I go up to the attic and I get the Christmas tree, you're not gonna want to build it, and I'm like I'm gonna help build it, and she was like okay word, and then she brought down the Christmas tree and all the decorations, and I got on her phone and I started watching YouTube videos. And she was like, "Are you gonna
what
help?"
the fuck? That's a
I,
psyop.
I know, and she was like, "Are you gonna help me make this Christmas tree?" And I was like, "I didn't think you were gonna get it now. I want to do it at 7 o'clock." And she was like, "It's 4 o'clock," and I go, "Why did you?" I was just like, I was just trying to make her mad. I was just like having fun.
Why why are kids so against like doing chores? Because I was as like, granted, your situation is like slightly different, but it's like when I was younger, it'd be like, do you want to do the dishes? But then eventually, I just like hit 15 or like 14 or 15. It's like, do you want to do the dishes? It's like, yeah, fuck, sure. It's like, what? Why are we so fucking annoying when we're young? Like, why are we such dickheads? Like,
We
I don't want to put the dishes away. Like, dude, what the fuck? It takes like a minute.
we
Like,
get
what?
we just hate being like spontaneously instructed to do things like we're not here for anything better. Like when I'm walking around as a
Yeah.
kid, I'm constantly on free roam mode. I'm like, what am I gonna do today? What am I gonna make today? What am I gonna watch today? What am I gonna draw today? What am I gonna get? I'm gonna go on my 3DS. What am I gonna play today? What am I gonna shoot today? And then I gotta be walking through the kitchen. I'm like, you know what? You know what today's gonna be good with? A glass of orange juice. So I walk over to the kitchen to get a glass of orange juice, and then my mom's in the kitchen, and she's immediately like, "He's getting a glass of orange juice, which means he's doing nothing better. Dan, go outside and pick up all the sticks so your father can mow the lawn." I have 20 things planned today. And I know because whenever you look in my room, I'm just listening to music. It looks like I'm doing nothing, but I'm living my life as a kid. And you have me out here in the summer heat picking up sticks by myself, no iPod, no earbuds, no fan. Backyard smells like shit. It's got dog poop in it everywhere. My tree house is filled with moss. Fuck my life. My stupid chud fucking life, dude. Everything. Fuck! Fuck, dude.
I'll admit, when it comes to doing dishes, we got a new dishwasher,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice that you can kind of just let it do its fucking thing. But I like doing dishes. I like having left sink, right sink. Fucking just let that do the initial scrubs and fucking hot water thing. Let it soak for a little bit. Fucking get back to scrubbing and shit. I like the scrubbing. I
When
like seeing a dirty plate become clean. I enjoy it. It gives me dopamine. And now it's just like the last step. I like the last step of just making sure it's clean and fucking scrubbing that shit and getting it all done. But we just do the first two steps, and it bothers
when this podcast makes us monthly $1 trillion each, and we have to make the Guide to Life Estate Manor, to record to record this. Well, at that point in time, it will have to be a 7 hour podcast every single time. We'll just be recording ourselves like working. Um, but at that point in time, once we built that manor, our dishwashing sink in the kitchen, it will be a 3 compartment sink because that is my
Oh
favorite.
my god, yes,
Three,
please.
it is the best shit. The fact that 3 compartment sinks aren't like a thing in like the normal everyday home. The fact that I don't go to like Walmart every single day and buy like a drum of sanitizer and like soap for my 3 compartment sink is fucking nuts because it is the best way to clean dishes.
And you need the big nozzle. Like, the sinks have
Yeah.
the little nut. You need
Ah,
the big
I
fucking
want to. I
nozzle.
want to go to. I want all that shit, dude. Give me it. It's fun. It's great.
The splashing, getting your fucking shirt soaking wet, that's the fun of it.
Oh yeah.
That's the fun of it.
Give me
And
it.
that's what makes it so fun when a girl does it, is now a girl's got a wet shirt, and it's just
Yes.
like you want to walk up behind her and just like, just fucking walk away, smack her ass, consensually, in her contract. All right, so yeah, all right. Are we gonna make the new Playboy Mansion
Yeah, sure. We'll hire
the
middle aged.
ethical one?
Yeah, we'll hire middle aged women to go around and just, I don't know, label stuff for us. We'll give them label makers and we'll just let them put their fucking names on shit, and then
I'll
we'll
be
sell the
like,
manor.
yo, yeah, I'll just give them bullshit chores. I'll be like, yo, go. Here's $100. Go to a comic store and get me some cool fucking comics, and then put labels on it, and then sell it. Become a comic reseller. I'm gonna just get a bunch of hot chicks to resell comics, because then it's easier to scam people. Because if a hot chick is selling you a comic, you're probably gonna get you're gonna lose more money. If a hot chick is like, yeah, here's a Spider-Man comic. It's $50. If it's $40 on eBay, I'm gonna be like, yeah, yeah, that sounds right.
That'd be a
The
pretty
convenience.
that'd be a pretty good idea for a shop for you and I to own, called like, um, I can't think of a
Hot
slang.
chick comics.
Hot Chick Comics. We'll call it Hot Chick Comics, and it's a comic store. But all of the comic clerks, there'll be like 7 of them. They're all hot chicks, and they got really tall '70s pinup hair, and they're wearing lingerie underneath, let's say, tennis shorts and country club jerseys, and they go, "We love Spider-Man. We love Batman." and they gotta talk to fat nerds
Hooters,
about comic lore.
Hooters.
Yeah.
Imagine the geekiest Hooters, but it's the geekiest shit ever. But in order to do that, we're gonna have to pay the Bays like a shitload of money. Because if you're, I don't know how much Hooters pays these hot chicks, but if it's like $3 above minimum wage, if it's like fucking $18 or something, or like $20, no, we gotta hit them with some good wage, dude. Some good wage.
Well, here's my idea, right? Get the
We
cosplay.
pay them nothing.
Well,
We import them from Russia as immigrants and pay them nothing.
here's my idea, right? $2 above minimum wage. We'll get cosplay babes. They can wear their cosplays on the clock. They keep 100% of the tips. Get big tippers.
OnlyFans cosplay babes,
Sure.
because then they're not relying on us. We're just grocery money to them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And then we'll call it Big Bang Bonkers because we're Big Bang Theory levels of nerd lore aficionado. We don't go above that. And it's really just about titties in a Green Lantern costume or whatever other costume we can legally acquire and wear on the clock.
Bing, what was it? Big Bang Bonkers or
Because the
Bing Bang Bong Bonk?
because the Big Bang Theory, Big Bang Bonkers.
See, I liked the name, and then the Big Bang Theory connection threw me out of it completely.
Why?
So I'm gonna pretend you didn't say. I don't know. I like Young Sheldon. I'm willing to watch the Stewart Show, but I want it to finish the season before I do.
I do too.
Something about like a gimmick, because it's not a Big Bang Theory store, but the idea of like a gimmick store with the Big Bang Theory name, as a businessman, I feel like that doesn't reflect my values as much.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, with it reflecting your values. But I think we can find a happy compromise here. Hot, bangable whores.
Hey, doggy. Wow, 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 wow. I miss her so much. I wish that she was here. Wow, 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 wow.